week's episode, but the week before. So I've been real bad at that. You should maybe start doing that too.
We just make the show for ourselves.
Yeah. Well, somebody did listen to a show the other day. My buddy B-Sox did, who hosts the 151 show up here in Des Moines. He listened to that, so I appreciate him listening.
151.
Yes, it's a play on like 515.
Yeah, I was like, that is not the area code.
You are correct. Yes.
I've been getting spam phone calls from 515.
It's just me calling from Hy-Vee to ask you if you want any more until the cows come home ice cream.
Oh, fuck off. That chunky music white cow. Am I right?
Absolutely.
Oh,
brown chicken, brown cow. Brown chicken, brown cow.
Oh, damn it. Wake me up before you cocoa. Yep.
That's actually a pretty good ice cream, but man, those names.
I've never had any of them. I won't eat them.
They were just on sale. You should have bought some.
Fuck. Hello. Welcome to the special E3 recovery episode of the Level Up Show podcast. I'm your host, Ralph. That's all I got. Joining me tonight is a man who plays Super Nintendo games with the controller upside down just to show you his skills. It's Derek. Hello, Derek.
I don't know that I actually had that much skill when I did it, but I definitely play it upside down. Like, that is not, it's not a lie. But I did have to play, what was it? Rap Jam. I had to play that regular because that got me all fucked up.
Did you play the Game Boy upside down?
I tried once, but I dropped it in the toilet. It was not a good time.
Were you peeing while you were playing it?
Well, yeah, come on. What else would I was going to I knew what phones were going to become. I was like, I'm going to get a jump on this thing. Playing this shit one-handed upside down while I take a whiz.
Well, you need two hands to play a Game Boy. So were you sitting while this was happening?
Have you ever seen those guys at the urinal who just like stand there like with their hands like this or with their hands on their hips?
I don't know if you remember that my dick just splashes the toilet water. I could just stand back and hang out with my hands free when I pee.
Well, the most common thing I see now is people with their phone.
Well, exactly, but I had a Game Boy.
FaceTiming?
Yeah, it was FaceTiming.
If I got close enough to a urinal, I would as well.
We can do this podcast like that.
I mean, absolutely. I'll call in right now in front of a urinal. I got to go to the gas station, but I can do it. Yeah.
What if?
I mean, Tom Hanks did it, right? And he got away with it.
When he had AIDS.
Did he have AIDS in the League of Their Own?
Philadelphia.
I forget. Oh, that's what it's from. Is he fucking peeing all the time?
I was thinking of Philadelphia.
No. It's close though. Yeah, it's real close. Anyway, hello.
Hello. Next up is a man who could put on a Richard Jefferson mask and still look less scary than actual Richard Jefferson.
I don't know if I could do that. I feel like that would. I feel like that would make people uncomfortable.
Walk around being Big Dick Jefferson. You don't do that?
Is that his nickname?
That's what LeBron calls him. I
thought you said that's what Draymond called him.
He'd be punched him in the everywhere if he was Big Dick.
Just slapping nuts left and right.
Yeah. Hello and welcome.
Hello.
This is the first
welcome
time
back, actually.
First time we've seen each other since we saw each other in real life.
We physically touched and spent nights with each other. It was a good time having you guys here. I hope you guys had fun. Hopefully it was comfortable at the house and you guys didn't feel like out of place by any means. I loved having you here. I'm glad that we were able to hang out and you guys got to watch me sleep for a little while. That was fun.
Oh, yeah, during Devolver Digital.
Yep, I slept during that.
Whatever that was. I don't know what that was.
That might be my favorite part of E3, to be honest with you.
I think we were all sleeping at that point. I don't think that was real.
I really don't know, but I also didn't go to check. I didn't look to find out if that was real or not. I just went ahead and believed in Devolver. # believe Devolver.
I actually went and rewatched that press conference. I made Katie watch it.
How long was it?
Just the 15-minute part, though?
Yeah, it's just 15 minutes.
Oh, you didn't watch the full whatever the hell that was afterwards?
Did she laugh as hard as we were laughing?
You missed out at the game of E3.
I don't think so.
Frog Smashers.
Yeah.
I started to see Frog Smashers, and that's when I went to sleep.
So much dancing going on. And that Battle Chef Brigade game, oh, man.
Was that Was that
That's
the
an
one?
Adult Swim game.
The one where you go outside, kill things, and then make it inside?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that game looks fucking... I really want to play that game. Like, I truly would love to play that game.
Yeah, it's coming.
Is it?
Switch
Oh,
and PS4
that is awesome. I'm excited.
and Steam.
Oh, even better.
Hello.
High
Hello,
fives.
children.
Okay, high fives, and then we're gonna go. Okay, high fives, and then bye. Tell everybody bye.
Bye.
Ryan and Ralph, bye.
Hello, our
Bye.
special guest.
Oh, kisses. They miss you.
Yes, we didn't see Jolene.
Yeah, you didn't see Jolene the entire time. It was Olivia was like your guys' miss you.
We saw Peanut the elephant, though.
Yeah, Peanut is around here somewhere. I'm not sure.
And I've watched Olivia play tag with Brody the dog. That was also fun.
She was sad that you guys left that day. She was not happy about everything. She was she enjoyed having you guys up here as much as I did, I think. When I woke up that morning to find her downstairs watching stuff with you guys, I was like, she can do whatever she wants. Oh, I know you didn't, baby. It's okay. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Did she poop on the floor?
Yeah.
Nobody pooped on the floor, but I thought that maybe one of the kids opened my basement fridge because I went to go put some basement beers down here, and the fridge door was open. And I'm not really...
The basement fridge.
The basement fridge is behind the TV over here.
Oh.
Yeah,
I thought you only had that meat box back there.
I got a hidden box over here too. But I think I might have left the door open, but I couldn't tell you who did it.
What are you keeping there? Just beer?
Well, no, there's some Surge in there. There's a couple Monsters in there.
Yeah.
And then there's some old beer in there also. But yeah, I just keep a plethora of things that I might need when I'm in the basement. Lotion, tissues.
Of course.
Yeah. Well, you need it.
Well, yeah, you
Yeah,
make
big-
it sad. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lotion, you gotta have like a big hole in your basement.
I got it's behind where the bed is over here. You didn't actually see it, so it's there. The lotion is frozen though. That might make me weird. I like it cold.
Well, it's not for you.
I mean,
It's for-
you're in Iowa, so yeah.
It's for your
That's
guests in the
true.
hole,
It's-
right?
That's absolutely what it is. Yeah, it's to make sure they are properly lubed up. Yes, ma'am. In the house, or it's outside, or it's
Breaking
outside
news events.
on the deck out front. I don't remember. Thank
She's
you.
gonna go do a live report for us.
She's gonna-
need a field report.
She's going to give a field report on where her lemonade is. That is what she's concerned about currently.
Oh, okay.
Well, yeah, I like lemonade.
Can you blame her? But
I
yeah,
mean,
I was happy to have you guys up here. The Devolver thing, you said Katie didn't enjoy it as much as we did at 1:30 in the morning.
I think she thought it was kind of funny, but it
It was not as funny as we thought it was.
thing was so fucked up.
It was amazing.
They won E3. I think.
Oh,
Devolver.
I'm telling you right now, that 15 minutes was over the top amazing. I loved every minute of it.
Check a look.
Check a look. Super stupid. Oh, it makes me so happy.
Yeah. Well, we will get to more E3 talk one day. Right now,
Not today, no.
I think we're just going to go into what we've been playing. And we're going to start with Ryan because he has finished so many things.
he's finishing all over everybody's face.
I think I might have the least amount of stuff on here.
You have finished so many things.
Oh,
You have
man.
finished Prey, the 2007 indie hit.
2000, I think it was 2006. But well, I don't know. You might be right. It might be 2007.
I don't know. Prey. How does it hold up against the old Prey?
Oh, it's 2006. You were close. Well, compared to the old Prey, I mean, it makes the old Prey look like Prototype. That's
So we're not getting into this.
well, I mean, we're gonna be getting into it later.
Everything is like Prototype.
Okay. I know I like it a lot. You're probably not gonna like this comparison, but it's very much like BioShock.
I knew that's what you were going to say, so it was whatever.
Everything's like BioShock. Nothing is like Infamous.
Yeah, that's what I get.
But everything is like a Prototype.
Well, I kind of feel like it's probably a better direction to make your game like BioShock than it is to make it like Infamous.
Yeah, that's fair.
But I mean, no. I mean, these people are like, I don't know. It's like all those games that are derivative of System Shock. So it's pretty much one of those. It's like Deus Ex. It's like
Dishonored.
Not so much like Thief. Yeah, it's a little bit like Dishonored, but I'd say it's more. The only thing that makes it not. Well, I guess it could be kind of more like BioShock, but I didn't do the. So there's two ways to play it. I guess not two ways. You can mix them up. You could play it with like what they call like the human neuromods, or you could play it with the alien neuromods. I think there's trophies for doing both extremes. I went on the extreme with the human neuromods, so my powers were more like hacking stuff, extra health, jump higher. But if you did the alien neuromods, then you could do stuff like mind control things, or there's mimics in that game which turn into like coffee cups or whatever.
Can I ask a question really quick? When you chose the human or the good mods, did you glow blue or shoot anything blue?
Well,
and when you did the alien,
you can't really see yourself that much, so I don't know if I was glowing or not.
When you did the alien mods, did you glow red or shoot anything red?
No, but
is this game infamous? Is what I'm asking you.
But
are you sure?
The mirror thing is a good question though, because apparently modern games have just abandoned mirrors. Like they have just said, "Fuck you, mirrors. Unless I'm not doing mirrors."
Ever since
unless
mirrors
it has an edge.
Yeah.
Right. Yep.
Like if you look at most games and try to look at your reflection in a mirror, you're just going to see some like pre-baked image that's like a sort of reflection of the environment around you. Pretty much not. So I don't know. Apparently, reflections have become too much.
Is pre-baked what we were before the Devolver Digital press conference?
I think it'll be fully baked to understand that.
We definitely weren't any of that. No full bacon happening in this house, unless bake in possibly.
Yeah,
maybe. Yeah,
but that game's I like that game a lot. It is more. I'd say it's more difficult than BioShock. And they're definitely like the multiple paths thing. You have some gun, kind of like in what the hell's it called?
Infamous.
No, Shadow Complex, where you can like shoot some goo and kind of create like your own bridge and stuff like that. You have one of those, so there's a lot of areas that you can get to using that you. I think they're intended to get to, but they make it seem like you're creative when you do it. So I guess there's a lot of ones you can get to unintentionally because that's how people beat the game in like 7 minutes and clip through the world. But I didn't try any of that stuff. But I think it's pretty cool. It feels more like a survival style game where you don't really have that many resources. The guns can be powerful, but you don't have that much ammo. But you can also craft a bunch of stuff, and usually, if you really want ammo, you can find enough crafting materials to just craft a shitload of ammo. I went in the direction of crafting a shitload of neuromods so I could enhance my skills, my human skills. But the story is really interesting. The story actually has, I think, like 2 or 3 pretty cool twists, even up until the end. So,
would this be Game of the Year in 2007?
2007.
Damn it, 2006. I keep fucking this up.
Well, yeah, 2006. I think, yeah, if it would have came out in 2006, it probably would have blown people's minds. But
okay.
Now, I don't know if it would do that.
So it's not
definitely
Game of the Year.
No. Well, not for me, but it's up there.
But for either me or Derek, probably.
No, probably not. I don't think you guys would like it.
I'm not gonna play it, so it's my underrated hidden gem of the year.
It was pretty surprising how good it was, though. I expected it to be just kind of average, but it was actually really good.
So, how average was World of Final Fantasy?
I don't really want to talk about that game. Fuck that game. I don't understand why that game was made.
Is it bad? Don't tell me that. That's the game I'm trying to get ready to play on my PS4 next.
Like, the game is super boring. The cameos are worthless. The best part about the game is the music and the anime cutscenes, and there aren't enough of those. I don't know. Usually when you, like, that's stuff that you're not even watching. That's the best part. I mean, not even playing, and that's the best part. But like most of the animals animals, I don't know what the hell they are. They call them Are they called Mirages? I think they're called Mirages.
I think it's Mirage. That sounds right.
Yeah, like I pretty much used the same ones through almost the whole entire game, except for one point where they force you to switch to different ones, and then I used those ones for the rest of the game.
How long did
pretty much? It was like 35, 36 hours. That's doing the postscript, which I don't recommend because the postscript fucking sucks.
How do you have this much time?
Well, I already had played 15 hours a while ago. So
21 hours is not that much.
It took me like 30 something to finish Prey, but yeah, I pretty much used I managed to mostly just use the regular attack for the whole game, which is pretty boring. But you don't really need much else until there's a few bosses where you need to do some stuff that's a little bit different, but you really don't. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like that game at all. I don't understand its purpose or why it was made, but
they got so many good reviews too.
Praise. Should be on the back of the box.
Snow shows up, and it's pretty stupid.
Oh man!
Inform you?
Well, yeah, he informs you of some flan's butt that you're gonna whoop or something like that. Wants to whip some flan butt or something.
Snow a character in Final Fantasy? Because I don't even know.
In Final Fantasy 13, Troy Baker is the voice for the North American version.
Oh no!
So it's kind of they make him. I don't know if they really. I guess they kind of do in 13. He's kind of like the guy who's not very smart but is very passionate. So he says a lot of. He gets you angry really quick and does. I don't know. It's there's a ton
sounds like me.
There's a ton of anime characters like that. He's that type of person. He fits that stereotype in anime.
So it would have made your top 10 list for last year, is what you're saying?
No, it would have been bottom 10.
But
out of the 40 games you beat,
Snow does turn into Frog, and if it would have turned into Frog Smashers at that point, then it would have been top 10. But that didn't happen.
Okay, so it's top 10 with an asterisk. Got it.
Yeah, what could have been.
And some Outlast business was finished.
Yeah, that Whistleblower one was. I didn't like it that much, but man, the ending was fucked up.
Go ahead.
The
first one, correct?
Yeah, it was DLC for the first one. It's only a couple hours, and you're pretty much uses a lot of the same environments. You're pretty much going through. I think it takes place after the first one, shortly after. The end of the game was so fucked up. Derek's daughter was down there trying to watch me play it, and got to the point where I had to stop playing because it was about to get really messed up.
That was also during the other messed up thing that happened when you were here, which was the Warriors winning the NBA championship. So I mean,
it came out of nowhere, man.
Yeah, I know.
Man. No one had a clue.
Yeah, I mean, 538 had Cavaliers at a 3% chance to win it. Nobody was expecting it.
No, super surprised.
But I mean, that fifth game was closer than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be more of a blowout, but they actually kept it under double digits, right? I think 129 to 120 or something
Something like that.
But yeah, that Whistleblower DLC wasn't that interesting until the end, and the end was just messed up. You were in the female ward, which may be why this was happening. I don't know, but there was some crazy dude walking around capturing inmates, and for some reason he thought they were ladies, and if they weren't ladies, he was making them into ladies.
Sounds hot.
Yeah, it was something. I'm sure somebody's into that. That guy was into it, I guess.
Sounds like a movie I've watched.
It could have been. This is probably more disturbing than that movie. I don't know.
The Skin I Live In. You ever heard of that?
I don't know if I've seen that.
With Antonio Banderas. It's
Is it a horror movie?
Pretty much. It's all in Spanish.
Oh, I don't think I've seen that.
It's within the last 10 years, whatever.
I've seen
sorry, go ahead.
some pretty jacked up foreign films, but I have not seen that one. Like I saw one where they found I can't remember what it was called, but they found a dead body. It was this
The
man,
Grudge?
this woman. They found
I'm sorry, Ju-on.
no, they found a dead body, and I mean, pretty much whatever you can imagine a regular threesome was, it was that with that dead body. So,
Weekend at Bernie's? Is that what this was?
no, that was. I wonder. It's been a long time since I've seen Weekend at Bernie's, but no, this was not a comedy. But anyway,
Okay.
that movie was pretty bad. I don't recommend watching it. I'm glad I can't remember the name of it. But Outlast 2, though, that game was way better than Whistleblower. I actually liked Outlast 2 quite a bit. It's pretty surprising. Like it being outside instead of inside in like it was a prison. Like is a lot better for that those type of games than being like stuck in some boring prison with like all the hallways pretty much look the same. Instead, in Outlast 2, they had a lot of different environments, so it was pretty like a lot of change of pace. But those games are all kind of like the way they play is all similar, and it's actually pretty good because it makes you feel like you're constantly progressing. So you're like in a short environment, you explore this little small environment, and like the duration you're there is pretty short, and you'll look around, find some stuff, but as soon as you see enemies, most people are probably not going to explore, even though there is some stuff that you can get. And then usually what will happen is you'll either get seen or like purposefully, or you'll accidentally get seen. And then your goal is to pretty much find the exit. And the exit usually isn't that far away. So it's just like a quick sequence of you running it, basically running for your life, trying to find the exit. And it's kind of that over and over again until the game ends. And the whole time, like throughout, showing you really disturbing things, really messed up stuff.
So is the second one actually a direct sequel?
I don't think so. I don't know if it has anything to do with the first one at all. I mean, it might. I didn't read most of the notes that I picked up. I read some of them. They were pretty sexual in nature from the ones that I read. So, I don't know. The game's got something about weird sex stuff.
Sounds very hot.
It was this one had more religion in it. It was basically two different like weird cults that were kind of perverting Christianity in their own way. So
Okay,
I'm not sure if any of it really happened. Like it starts off with a helicopter crash, and he might have actually just died in the helicopter crash, and the rest was just some crazy like Jacob's Ladder style thing. So
okay, so did Outlast 2 actually come out this year?
yeah, it came out in April. So,
Game of the year?
no. It was better than World of Final Fantasy though.
Okay.
By a lot.
Okay.
We don't really need to talk about Brave a second. I probably already talked about that. So I mostly just played that at Derek's when I don't know, like
We're watching press conferences or
yeah, when Devolver Digital was going off the rails.
so good.
And then I don't know if you guys played Bulletstorm. Have you guys played Bulletstorm?
What's Bulletstorm?
What? I haven't played it.
You play as Alex Mercer. And,
okay, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
You absorb people, right? Yeah.
Yeah, yep. He throws taxi cabs at helicopters.
Yeah. Bullet type. Yep. Got it.
Yeah.
Is he big and green? Yeah, I've seen this.
Yeah, yep.
I've played it apparently.
Get angry and you drop the big green, you know.
Would you like him when he was angry? Sorry.
Is there any aliens in Bulletstorm 2?
Oh, there probably is. Like, you shoot a bunch of weird shit in that game. I don't know.
Did they shoot up your ride?
Somebody fucked up your ride. I don't know who did it. Yeah, that's what that game is. It's a whodunit. You're trying to figure out who fucked up your ride.
Do you call them bastards?
I don't know if they ever say bastards.
I don't say dick tits.
They do say dick tits. Yep.
At some point.
Yeah. So Bulletstorm, I saw you up. You started playing it when you were up here, right?
Yeah, just briefly because I wanted to see. We looked at Horizon in 4K.
Yep.
and I wanted to see if like they did anything with Bulletstorm. I have no idea if they did. It looks pretty nice. I never played the original, but it looks pretty nice. It looks like it runs pretty smooth, so I'm assuming it's running 1080, 60 at least. But
I would guess.
but I don't know. That game just seems like a typical shooter with weird dialogue. It looks really nice, but I don't think I have much left. So I don't know.
I enjoyed it when it came out. I thought it was fun enough. I thought the dialogue was fun enough. The gameplay was decent. I had a good time with it.
Yeah, it's too basic. Like you can't really do much. It's a lot of like you can slide, you can run. There's a lot of quick time stuff.
But you can in this one you can nuke them, right?
I haven't seen any of that. I have not yet, so I don't know.
No.
I was gonna do that. I was gonna start playing as Duke Nukem, and I totally forgot.
Oh, what? You forgot to play this Duke too?
I forgot to play it at all.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn it.
But I mean, it seems like it's like I'd probably enjoy this type of shooting more than Call of Duty, but it feels kind of like that. You're just playing like a shooting campaign where a bunch of crazy stuff happens. So, and a lot of swearing. It's not that much swearing in Call of Duty, I don't think.
Online there is.
Yeah, that's true. I don't think there's any online for Bulletstorm at all, is there?
There's like a horde mode. I forget what they call it.
Oh.
But it's actually kind of fun back in the day. I guess
more
it's still.
swearing.
Yeah.
Like
Just swearing with your friends.
Yeah. Yeah, that's that. I should put that in a box. Swear with your friends.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it, I think, for what I did.
Okay. Well, I can talk about some things because apparently everything I played was on Switch almost.
Well, we also played quite a few things together too that kind of coincide with what I played too. I think, Ralph.
We did. I was just gonna let you talk about them,
sure.
and then I'd chime in.
That works for me.
So I went to my buddy MC Sarsarilla's house.
Yep.
He had Ultra Street Fighter 2, the final challengers on the Switch.
Oh.
And I tried that out, and it's Street Fighter 2.
Try the first person mode.
I did, and I didn't fucking get it. I even did some of the training, and the only thing I could do was a Hadouken. That was it.
Could you block?
So I don't think so. I couldn't tell. That mode was a mess. If that game was like $20, I'd probably buy it, but I ain't paying $40 for it. There's no way.
Yeah. You can listen to Guile's theme for free on YouTube.
That's true. That's worth $20 for free. He also had ARMS. So tried that out. Tried playing ARMS with guys because that's how he plays it. And I could not do anything. I don't even think I hit a dude
with the
in
motion
one match.
Oh.
Yeah. I never hit the opponent.
Yeah.
Like, this is fantastic. So then, we switched it up. I was playing with, I think I was just playing with one of the Joy-Cons, which isn't a great way to play that, but I won some matches that way.
That's good at least. How's that game look? Like, is the design okay?
It looks
kind of cheesy.
I think it looks really nice. I don't know. I mean, all the characters look unique at least, and stages are designed nicely, it seems like.
Right.
It's just like, I don't know if there's that much depth to it.
Sure.
I'm sure there is, but...
I kind of feel that way about like every fighting game, though. But
yeah.
The people who are into fighting games and the people who like fighting games, there definitely is. So I don't know.
I mean, like, I don't know with ARMS, because it's like you can punch with one arm, punch with the other arm, do both at once, which is a grab, and then like some kind of special. And I don't know if there's any other moves besides that. I mean, maybe there is, and I just couldn't figure it out. But
so the goal is to what? Just knock the other person out? It's just a basic fighting game.
Yeah, it's just Well, it could be one-on-one or
it's punch out without being
one-on-one.
fun.
Well, there's no getting up. Once you're knocked out, you're knocked out.
It's true. It's like it's not like Chumbawamba.
Yeah,
but
there's no 10 count.
I mean, it seemed kind of fun once I wasn't playing with motion controls, but I don't know, like $60 fun.
Yeah,
So-
that concerned me. That seemed like a downloadable $20 game, not a $60 full release, but whatever.
I mean, you know,
There was a story mode, right?
yeah, but I mean, you know, just be like Street Fighter 2 story mode, like you fight everyone and then a boss, and then that's
Yeah.
it. I mean, but it's not like it. I don't know. I think people who were into like competitive shit and esports kind of stuff would probably be really into it. So I mean, it'd be worth $60 to someone.
Sure.
And I mean, I think Sarsaparilla likes it. So.
I mean, at least it's well made. I mean, that's a benefit, right?
Yeah, and I mean, the music's pretty good in it, which is real valuable.
I mean, it's as long as the product itself as a whole is a well-rounded, product, and that's a good thing for Nintendo.
But-
Anyway.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess Nintendo doesn't really. Their stuff always, at least, you know, is
It has
the
a
presentation seems
approval.
nice
Right.
Yeah. with that seal on it.
Gold
Let's
sticker.
see. Yeah, got this Cave Story Plus. I just wanted to show this on the Switch because it comes with a soundtrack on a mini CD
What the fuck?
and a
How are
manual.
you supposed to play that? How are you supposed to play that?
You can't play it in a Switch. I'll tell you that much. I
Play it on
tried.
GameCube?
Yeah, GameCube can't play CDs. It's like this is mind-boggling. But this, I mean, it's cool. Like you don't see Switch games with manuals much, but this and Binding of Isaac both have one. But they're both published by Nicholas, or however you say that,
Mhm.
whatever it says. So maybe that's just something they do. But I tried playing Cave Story on 3DS many years ago, and I
It's
just
been
got
re-released a bunch, right?
yeah, it's been, I don't know when the first version of it actually came out. I'd say probably 2010 or earlier. But I just got lost a lot when I played it originally. And I'm still kind of lost in this one, it seems like. And it's kind of really hard, but it seems
March
okay.
2010.
2010. Yeah, so it's been a while.
It's been released on the Wii, the Wii, the DSi, the 3DS, Cave Story 3D, Cave Story Plus, Linux, and then the Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'll play some more before I can. I just wonder if it wasn't like, I don't know, back in 2010, it may have been the greatest. And now it's like, oh, I don't know. Maybe other games have come out since that I've played that were better or similar. That's still ideas.
Does
That
it
shit
look
happens.
nicer though? Like, does the art look nicer on the Switch or not?
Fine. It's just, you know, kind of like 16-bit looking. And the characters are kind of small, not like Risk of Rain small.
Fuck that game. I deleted that shit today. I was like, nope, not going to happen again.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'll play it some more. I can't give a great judgment on it right now. For some reason, I downloaded Mighty Gunvolt Burst. Like
I don't know what that is. What is that?
it's like a Mega Man game, sort of, with Beck from Mighty Number 9 and Gunvolt from the Azure Striker Gunvolt series. So it kind of looks like 16-bit, 8-bit. So it's actually fun, unlike Mighty Number 9. But it's got like, I don't quite understand the plot. Like, apparently you're fighting all the bosses from Mighty Number 9. I don't know. I don't know. And you can pick either Gunvolt or Beck. And I finished it with Gunvolt, and I tried going through with Beck, and it's a lot fucking harder with him. So
Is it just him going around singing "What I've Got" the whole time? Is that what he
that's
does? That is-
sublime, I think. But
Yeah,
unless it's a different song. He's a loser. Is that what you?
Yeah.
Damn it! Yep, sure was.
It's all the same band.
And yeah, I mean, it's all bad.
I mean, it was $10. I don't regret it. It's a fun time. Mighty Gunvolt Burst. It was a 3DS game. I think just called
You
Mighty
have,
Gunvolt.
you have 2 turntables and a microphone while you were playing, or
Yep, that's what I was going for. That's a better joke.
I did. I had all that. And, well, I played Mordecai 5. I just finished a fucking rough battle right before this podcast. Whatever.
Are you still enjoying it?
I like that game a lot still. So
That's good. That's a good thing.
still stacking
I love
all those dudes?
I don't ever actually stack unless I'm showing you guys apparently. But I mean, I throw people all the time. But I
Going to battle with half a stack is what you're saying.
You either go full stack or no stack at all at my house, boy.
No, we went full stack.
Oh,
We sure did. Sure did.
And me and Derek went full stack on Separation Anxiety for the Super Nintendo
Yeah, damn right we did.
with cheat codes. We
With-
finished that shit.
With the Game Genie included, we finished that shit.
And I don't even know
Who's the final boss?
if it was that fun to do it.
Yeah, I could.
Carnage.
Yeah, Carnage was the final.
Yeah.
That game
I
was.
think.
Yeah, it was. It was kind
They
of.
need multiple games with Carnage as the final boss.
He probably came back. I mean, it may have been him and someone else in the final battle. I don't really remember.
Well, no, we had to fight all the other bad guys before we got to Carnage. Remember?
Oh, we had to so basically a boss rush.
Yeah, it was like a boss rush, and then we got to Carnage, and
It was the
Carnage was.
laziest thing.
Yeah, Carnage was real easy. I don't know. That game is cool. I enjoyed playing it because it's a co-op game, and I like a good couch co-op game. But it was just kind of I could see why you would dump a bunch of money on this game, or arcade-wise, it's just not. I don't know. It was fun.
I mean, I had fun playing with you.
Yes,
but we would have had fun playing anything probably.
that's true. Yeah, we could have.
Well, except-
we played Rap Jam and we had a good time.
I was gonna say, yeah. Rap Jam Volume 1 could get on a list
That's
someday.
I would agree with that. It could go on either list, to be honest with you, and I would be okay with it. But holy shit, that game!
Is there volume 2? Or no?
No, it's probably going to get kickstarted one day, I have to guess.
Shaq Fu. If Shaq Fu 2 can be made, Rap Jam Volume 2 is going to happen on the Nintendo Switch. I hope. But
That
yeah,
was
Like,
NBA Street Volume 2, right?
yep.
Is that what they called it? I can't remember.
I think it was
And
Street
Volume
Volume 2.
3.
Yeah, and Volume 3. Yep.
yeah,
And Home
but
Court
the
was
balls to name that game Volume 1.
So stupid. Oh, it was ridiculous.
There was some, I can't remember what it was called. There was some airplane game that in order to try to trick people into buying it, in its name, it was whatever the title was, and then 3 as if it was the third entry in the series, even though there's never been another one. Or there was never one or two before it. So
That's smart.
I can see that. I see that. Yeah, Separation Anxiety I thought was a good time. I'll play any game with Venom in it because Venom's fucking awesome. And speaking of Carnage, he apparently is going to be the bad guy in the Venom movie coming up starring Tom Hardy. So
Clancy.
yes, Tom Clancy, Tom Hardy, all getting together with Tom Hanks to make a Venom movie.
They all have
Tom
AIDS.
Arnold.
Yes, it's Philadelphia all over again.
Philadelphia
Tom
2.
Arnold.
Yes. Yep, absolutely.
How's Altered Beast?
I don't know that I've ever played Altered Beast. I guess I'm sure I had at some point as I was growing up, but is that game hard or am I just dumb?
I mean, my dad has finished it, but I don't think I ever have.
Fuck, man, that game is
But-
tough. So
It's easier with 2 players, definitely.
I'm sure it is. Have you guys heard about this Sega thing that they did where they're releasing a bunch of their games on iOS for now?
Sega Forever.
Yeah, Sega Forever. Yep. So that happened yesterday, and so I downloaded. I'll have to pull up the list of games, but I downloaded Altered Beast because I was like, all right, well, that's one of the games that I don't know that I've played, or at least I haven't played in a while, right? So I started that up, and I barely got the fuck out of the first level. I got out of it one time, and was like, nope, I'm done. And I haven't deleted it, and I'll go back to it. But it looks good.
I mean, Altered Beast, I have a lot of nostalgia for the sound of the shit they say in that game, like "Rise from your grave,
Yeah. I was gonna say, I'll just start.
power up."
I'll state the game. I'll start the game for you.
Oh yeah, the music's so good. I have an Altered Beast shirt. Also.
I mean, I would wear some shirts that have this shit on it. Here's the game list for Sega Forever currently. Sonic the Hedgehog you can download on Google Play or in the iOS App Store for free right now. Altered Beast, Phantasy Star 2, which is a game I thought about getting. Kid Chameleon and Comic Zone are all
Kid
available.
Chameleon is hot.
Is it? I'll pick it up.
It's hard as fuck, but awesome.
Those are all available for you to play right now for free. I don't know if you heard that.
Live from your grave. Yep.
But it's just, I mean, it's just. Let's see if I can kind of get this on the show. Can you guys see? I'll just let myself die because I don't really care. But I mean, it doesn't look bad necessarily. It's just, it's what a game, man! What a fucking game! It's real hard.
Welcome to your doom.
It's real rough. But yeah, I think the idea of doing like the Sega Forever thing, I think that's awesome. I'm a fan of any kind of service that wants to allow you to play their games for free, or get you to pay if you don't want to do fucking ads, whatever, that's fine. But that seems like a cool idea to me. Again, Comic Zone, I couldn't tell you. Kid Chameleon, definitely not. Phantasy Star had some really low reviews. Otherwise, I would have downloaded that, but it had some real low reviews, like it was hitching real bad. So Altered Beast was the one that I wanted to check out. So, I mean, if you want to play with it, get on your iOS or Android device and download some free Sega games, because that's kind of cool, to be honest with you. And they're supposed to be doing more. Coming soon is some weird tennis game. I'm not really sure what it is, but yeah. So there's that.
Tennis.
No, it's some guy holding a tennis racket. I don't know what that is, but it's coming. It's coming for your ass. So Altered Beast.
That Sega Forever may come to consoles one day. Is what someone hinted at.
I don't know why it wouldn't, man. Like I said, I think anybody that's in the game today, if you have the ability to put your games onto a service that people can pay fucking $5 a month for, people shit $5, all the time. So why not? I spend money on the WWE network that, granted, I use, but I use it twice to 3 times a month at most likely. I pay $10 a month for that. I pay $10 for Netflix that my kids use more often than I do. Fucking disposable income isn't a real thing when you're talking something that's less than a Taco Bell meal, which is my new saying for anything under $5. I think it's worth it. I mean, if you could say, hey, you can play these 10 Sega games for $5 a month, and then they're going to switch out every month. Here's $5. I don't give a shit.
I like the idea of Sega doing something.
Yes, I agree.
With their old shit.
Agreed. I'll have to check out Comic Zone or Kid Chameleon. Is that what you said? Is that what I said?
Yeah, like Comic Zone is like one of the coolest games. Like just the way it's designed, but it's so fucking hard. So I've never really made it out of the first world level.
Yeah,
maybe once. It's rough.
I'll check it out. I'll give you another rundown next week.
Okay, tell me what Neon Chrome is, because I don't know what that is.
Neon Chrome is a shmup, I think, if you will. It is almost like what am I trying to think of? Rogue Legacy is a roguelike, and I think that it's like a roguelike shmup, basically. You go in, it's top-down, it's similar to like any other top-down shooter game.
Jamestown?
Yeah. Yes, kind of like a Jamestown, if you will, but it's just you're one guy. You go in, you shoot through walls, you shoot people, and then you die, and then you respawn, and you do it all again. And you're moving your way up floors, I believe, in this, and that's weird to say when I think Killing Floor is the other game that I played. But you finish a level and you go up another level and you just keep going up and up. I think the game looks fine, but I have no desire to play any more than I already played of it. Okay, good. Grab it, go. It was one of the free PlayStation Plus games. But you basically, when you die, you'll reload into this computer system, and it gives you assets that you can choose from, whether that's a plasma rifle and missiles, or an SMG and missiles, and a shotgun and missiles. And then obviously as you continue to get up and up into the levels and finishing more things, you'll unlock more guns and things that you can choose when you die. So I think that's kind of the roguelike elements to it. I didn't necessarily care for it all that much, but It's fine to check out. I just it didn't blow me away by any means.
What about Killing Floor 2?
Fuck that game. I don't give a shit about Killing Floor 2. Killing Floor 2 is meant to be played, I believe, online.
Multiplayer.
Multiplayer. I don't care about any of that shit at all, as you well know. I don't know how the fuck people gave this game such high reviews, because I looked online earlier and people love this game. I played it single player, got a couple trophies, and it's a horde mode. You have waves of zombies coming at you. You get certain weapons you can either choose to buy or you can auto upgrade yourself. And it'll just pick new weapons for you, and you just shoot and kill zombies, and that's it. It's pretty basic.
Kind of how I thought about it.
I didn't care for it, so fucking that's super dumb.
I mean, I'm sure there's people. There's an audience for that.
Yes, there are people that want those games. I am not that person. I played one round, finished it, and said nope, and deleted it.
And what is Spy Chameleon?
You know what? Out of the 4 games, well, I guess not more. That's more than 4. Out of one of the PlayStation Plus games, some of the PlayStation Plus games that I've been playing lately, Spy Chameleon is cool. It feels very much like a PlayStation 2 game to me. You are a chameleon. It takes you into a room that you have to stealth your way through, whether it be use the X, square, circle, triangle buttons that change your color as a chameleon, and you can blend into certain parts of the floor, or if there's glowing blocks that will also turn color at uncertain levels, so you have to blend in there. Basically, your goal is to collect all the flies, because there's actual flies, because you're a chameleon, get it, in the level without being seen by either robots or cameras or rats or anything of the like, and you're trying to collect that within a certain amount of time and then get out of the level. And then there's just more challenges, whether it's you have to do it in a certain amount of time or whether you have to collect these ladybugs or whatever. But I probably put an hour and a half to 2 hours into that game today. I think I finished 60 levels. I think there's 100 levels in it. So, I mean, it's fun. It's stupid, but it's mindless fun.
Okay.
It's a game. I think the Coconut would really like that game, because I mean, it's the Coconut, yeah. It's strategy to a degree of knowing when to switch your colors, when blocks are lighting up, or there's later levels that would be moving platforms that you have to follow between to make sure that the line of sight with the camera isn't on you, and then you have to maneuver that around. It's got some pretty cool elements to it. I enjoyed it for what I played it, but I'll probably try to go back and finish that. But that was pretty fun. I like that game.
Okay.
I played Gwent real quick before you asked me about my next game. I didn't write this down. I played the Gwent beta today, and I remember why I like Gwent, and I also remember why I do not like Gwent. But check that beta out if you enjoyed that nice meta game inside of Witcher 3. It's cool to.
It's already out.
I know it's still in beta. It's weird to me.
Announced it last year, E3, right?
Yeah, it was a big deal last year. I think it was on the Sony press conference, wasn't it?
Maybe. I can't remember.
Probably. It was in some press conference.
I know it was at a press conference for sure. But yeah, I like it because it's very simple, right? Your whole point is to have more power on your side of the deck than other people. But then the strategy part of it is where my brain goes why did they kill my guy? Why do I not have the ability to kill their guys? What the fuck? But it's cool to check out if you liked Gwent or want to see if you like those card games in general. Check out Gwent. It's worth the free download.
Okay. Speaking of free download, Hitman demo.
Yeah. Did you guys see this? That Hitman is IO is going to own Hitman. They got the rights to Hitman, and then they decided to release the first episode, quote unquote, on every platform. I think for free right now, and then on the PlayStation for sure. Everything's $4, and you can buy the complete season for $24 during that sale this week. You can play the first set of missions for free right now on whatever platform you choose to play it on. Which I think.
Well, if I choose to play it on the Switch.
Sorry, that's not a platform according to IO Interactive.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so it is stealth, but it isn't hard stealth. I didn't find it difficult. I just found that I try to be more proactive. In my head, I'm oh, I know what I need to do right now, so I'm just going to go do it instead of waiting for those set pieces to start. Like the first mission, and this could have just been the training mission, and I could have just been being too smart for it. But in the training mission, of course, you disguise yourself as a mechanic. Well, then you find a door, and you go in there, and there's this guy cooking. Well, then you fucking kill him and take his disguise. But apparently I fucked up in between taking those two disguises, and I got myself caught. Well, I found out that I didn't wait for a certain prompt to happen, or I didn't follow the directions well enough to where it was like, now you go find that costume, now you dress up as that person, now you're okay to go kill this guy. So I just kind of jumped a step ahead of what the mission wanted me to do. And I don't know if that's something that you can actually do later on in the structured story missions or not, but it was fun. And that game is really gorgeous. The game does look damn good.
Okay. I've always like
good
on a boat.
The first.
Oh yeah, the first. It's a party yacht, and it's not moving. But yeah,
that was what the beta was too.
Like I've always admired Hitman games from a distance. I don't ever want to play them. I guess
it's free. I would tell you download it, try it. If you hate it, great, delete it. Like it's a 20 gig download. It'll take you a couple hours to download it. Play it, see if you like it. If you don't, move on with your life. Like I enjoyed what I played, not quite enough to pay $24 for the complete set. I would buy that game for under $15. Like that's what I would probably pay for that game. But I mean, you get Batman Detective Vision, of course. I'm sure you've watched all the Giant Bomb videos or other people play it, where you're able to spot the bad guy and you can track the bad guy, go up there and okay, I'm gonna fucking snack his neck, or I'm going to chuck a fucking wrench at his head and kill him that way, or whatever. It's funny to hide bodies. Like, you can hide bodies in freezers or trash cans or storage bins. Like, that part's funny to me. So I can understand why this game is, or was as big as it was with people streaming it and playing it online. It's definitely worth checking out. I just don't know that I would pull the trigger on it for $24.
Yeah, like it's kind of confusing to me, like why this game became so popular. Because I've played Hitman 2, I played Blood Money, I played that Hitman Absolution game that came out, and it seems like everything that I've watched of it seems very similar to those other ones. So I don't know, maybe it's more sandbox, I guess. But there's always been multiple ways to kill people and multiple ways to achieve whatever your objective is. So it's just kind of weird how like this one caught on and those other ones didn't. I don't know. It seems pretty much. I'm sure they made improvements and it's a little different, but the core Hitman is the same. So it looks like.
I haven't played a Hitman since I think I downloaded the 3 on 3. I think I've got 3 of them on the PlayStation 3 down here. I want to say it's Blood Money, Absolution, and one of the other ones.
Yeah, Blood Money was like end of the PS2 era, start of the 360 era, and then Absolution was the one before this, I think.
I haven't played any of those since I downloaded that and tried it, and I was like, I don't think these games are for me. But I think the part I enjoyed about this one is exactly what you said, and that's the sandbox element of it. It's so open, and you can walk around, and there's elements to, all right, well, there's this guy that you don't actually deal with, but if he sees you, he's going to know that you're not a part of this crew or you're not supposed to be here, so he can fuck your shit up. You can be in this, but you go into this restricted area, or you say the wrong thing, or you tap the wrong button on somebody, because that is very possible, and I could see why I would get frustrated. Like, I hit square, and I didn't mean to hit square, and I snapped this dude's neck in fucking broad daylight. God damn it, I got to restart.
All that's in the other ones, too. Like, I don't know if it's just a bigger environment.
I think that's what it is.
But because the other ones were very sandboxy, too, where you're kind of like thrown in this setting, and you got to kind of do whatever you felt like doing, not whatever, but you kind of wandered around and kind of got a feel for the area and how you could achieve whatever the objective is they wanted. And
right.
There were tons of different ways to solve it. So
and there's just a lot going on in those games. It feels very lived in. Ralph, I would really tell you, download that first episode. Just try it. You might hate it because it is stealthy, but it's stupid. And it's ridiculous, and it has some good elements to it that I enjoyed. Like, it's just stupid, and I liked it. So, it's a good. If you find it for under $10, and I know you're the deal hunter. If you can find that whole series for $10 or if you'd see it for $15, I would buy it. But $10, that's a fucking steal for the amount of fun that I would have. I would think you might have the same. So
would I have the same amount of fun with the Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite demo?
I don't know that you had as much fun with the Marvel vs. Capcom demo as I have had with Marvel vs. Capcom. I think that game is still. I don't know. Did you like what you saw for the 5 seconds of it?
I didn't ever download the demo.
Sorry, I'm talking not Marvel vs. Capcom demo. Sorry, I'm thinking Marvel Heroes Omega. Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite is a real fucking stupid fighting game, and go from there.
That's pretty funny.
That's it.
Like, Marvel vs. Capcom is like one of the most popular fighting games ever made.
You're right, but this one, I don't know, man. I haven't played an actual fighting game in so long that I was like, okay, I'll maybe check it out. And I think the design is bad on all these characters. The voice acting wasn't super great. And you know me, I'm a story guy, so I'm looking for a story inside of a fucking fighting game. But I also don't know fighting moves, so I'm just like mashing square, hoping shit's gonna happen, and nothing really happens. And then I'll hit like L1 or L2, and fucking Rocket Raccoon jumps in. And I'm like, oh yeah, Rocket Raccoon, you'll defeat Ultron.
I don't think you can blame the game for that.
You'll play. You'll beat Ultron. I'm sure of it. It's no big deal. And like it's just not for me. It just wasn't for me.
Okay, I don't think I ever let the PS4 finish downloading the demo, so I was gonna try out the demo.
Yeah, I mean, try it. I could be wrong, but fighting games like Mortal Kombat to me seems cool because it's storyline, and like the story is everyone's like, oh man, the story's cool. Like you said, the story's all right. Like I would check that out. Or the Marvel vs. Capcom, like I would play it if I could just sit there as Phoenix Wright and yell objection and kill somebody because of my voice. Like that would be cool, but I don't think that that's what's going on in that game, and so I didn't really have a good time.
It's definitely for people like fighting games, and like I'm not good at fighting games at all. I like watching people play fighting games.
I would be in, but this game it doesn't look like a good fighting game to me. Like I think the art style in this game looks bad. Is what I'm saying. Like I mean art wise, I'm not saying the game itself. Yeah. The game itself is probably perfectly fine, but I think the art in this game is bad.
Well, they're going for like a more comic book feel, aren't they?
Sure. I've seen people complain about like how the faces and stuff look compared to.
And I'm not saying
I haven't seen much of it, so I don't know. Like last one I watched a lot of was Marvel vs. Capcom 3, but I haven't really seen much of this one.
I don't want it to be like MCU look. Like I don't need everybody to look like people from the Marvel, the Marvel universe. But it's I don't know. It just looks weird.
Yeah. I guess
I'll check it out.
It's definitely going for a different style.
Yeah. I don't know.
I may just play that instead.
There you go.
Yeah, I think people like that one quite a bit. That Dreamcast one.
Yeah.
Shit's hard.
Yeah, well, all fighting games are hard. But,
not Shaq Fu. It's impossible.
Right. Oh, no.
Yeah. Well, let's see. We watched you play a lot of Phoenix Wright over your shoulder. We didn't really watch you do that.
I did play some Phoenix Wright. I finished. I didn't write this on here. I finished Phoenix Wright, Dual Destinies, and I started Phoenix Wright, Spirit of Justice. The Phoenix Wright Dual Destinies finished up strong. Good ending to the. I like those games because they don't make it about like the first case is like your trial case, right? It's to teach you what the game is and get you set up. And then the rest of the game is very much one giant case, but it's broken up into specific events. But this game, you have almost the same prosecutor with like the same cast and crew, and the overarching story in the game tied up really nicely in the 5th episode, and that's why I enjoy Phoenix Wright. Is I think they do a pretty good job of storytelling. However, in their fucking end credits, which pisses me off, they say a bunch of random shit, which is fine, but you can't. It's just going like it's not one you have to like acknowledge that you read. So I missed half the shit that they were saying during those end credits. And sometimes those are like fun, stupid quips, and sometimes it's like shit that doesn't matter. But I like to read all that stuff. So I don't know. Phoenix Wright was a good time.
You can probably watch it on YouTube, right?
Yeah, that's what I told myself. I was just like go back on YouTube if I want to.
And you could watch the ending of Spirit of Justice on YouTube, so you don't have to play it.
I would like to play Spirit of Justice, so I would probably just play it. I'm dumb.
No, give me shit. So, did you play anything else on your own, or did we play all this other stuff together? I can read you stuff. I know we all played Super Mario Kart.
I'm trying to think of it. I don't think I played anything else. Yeah, we played
on the Super Nintendo.
Yeah. I think that's everything that I played by myself. Yeah. Super Mario Kart is a great game, and I'm real bad at it. But I forgot that like you could drift in that game still too. Like not really, but you can.
Yeah, kind of. It's not quite the same. Yeah.
That's my favorite one. I think that's the best Mario Kart game. I think they hit their peak there, and then it's been downhill ever since.
It's
a very rare
that's
opinion,
fine.
But that's fine. Just take whatever you want to.
It's not rare. I don't think that's rare at all. I think most people would say that Super Mario Kart is the best one.
No, they wouldn't.
I can see people saying Double Dash. I bet you if you did if there was an opinion poll, well, I guess as time goes on, more people probably have more experience with Double Dash than any of the other ones.
I feel like most people wouldn't pick one of them. It'd be like a spattering of all of them because there's people who swear by every single one of them.
Really? I don't know. I think most people would have one in their mind. Like I could see people saying Double Dash, which that game was fine. I didn't have a problem with Double Dash. For me, it's definitely Mario Kart on the NES. The N64 one to me, I thought that was horrible.
I know people who swear by that one.
Yeah, and those are bad people.
And then Mario.
No, I'm just kidding.
But at the time, it was great.
No, I did think it was great at the time. I didn't have an N64 at the time. I went to a friend's house and played it, and I was like, "What is this? This is not Mario Kart." But
what's all this drifting? Yeah. We also played. Well, we played Mario Kart 8 DX Deluxe on the Switch.
That fucking game is
all of us
gorgeous.
But it's the worst one, according to Ryan.
Oh, no, I don't mind that one. I think that one's good too.
He also thinks that Prototype and Infamous are not the same thing, and so that's fine.
Yeah. That is true.
But Mario Kart DX is a real fucking pretty game, like real pretty. I love playing that game, especially all four of us. That was fun. I had a good time.
I like the one on Wii also.
Yeah.
Even though I thought I was going to imprint my fucking finger into your controller or vice versa.
Yeah. You should have been playing upside down, I guess.
That's true.
I probably could with that tiny controller.
I don't think I ever played the handheld ones.
I play all of them.
DS? Was it just DS and 3DS, or did they have some on other handhelds?
7. I think it's 7 on 3DS, right?
What was the Game Boy Advance one, just a remake of Super Mario Kart? Or was it?
No, it was different. It's Super Circuit.
Oh, yeah. I played Super Circuit too.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Played Puyo Puyo Tetris. All four of us.
Fuck that game.
Oh, I think that game's awesome.
Fuck you and fuck that game. I don't know.
I like the game a lot.
Robot yelling vitamins, man. What?
Nope.
Nutrition. Yeah.
No.
One of the best games of the year.
I am bad at Tetris, and I am even equally as bad at Puyo. I did win one game though, didn't I? Didn't I win at least one game, one round?
Yeah, I think you did. Yeah,
I won one round, and that was it. That was enough for me. I do not want to ever play that game again.
I almost bought the PS4 one yesterday. It's $25, but
nope.
Is that
not for me?
Is there a physical version?
No, for PS4.
I guess I think the only version on PS4 is physical. Is that what it is? It's really weird.
It was only digital for Switch, but only physical for PS4.
I got the physical for Switch.
Oh,
I tried searching on the PlayStation Store also to see if maybe there was some deal and I could get it cheaper than the physical one, but there was nothing on the PlayStation Store.
Yeah, I think there's something weird with that.
Maybe it's digital only. I don't know, man. One of the two.
I think it's physical only on PS4. It's fucking weird.
Yeah. They definitely had a listing on Amazon for a physical copy of it on PS4.
Yeah, I think It's both on Switch. And it's not on Xbox at all. So whatever. Well, Ryan didn't play NBA Playgrounds with us, but we did play NBA Playgrounds.
Oh, we played a lot of NBA Playgrounds.
That game.
Man, I think we got pretty good at that game.
You said you couldn't beat the.
I mean, yeah. We get beat up. It's just like certain.
We can beat
levels
just
impossible.
We can beat them if that's what we were trying to do, but there are challenges that need to be met for us to beat them. So when Shaq is raining down threes as if he's Steph fucking Curry, that's impossible.
Are you trying to say he's not?
Yeah.
And not only that, but it's not a 3-pointer. It's not a fucking 4-pointer. It's 5 points because the motherfucker is shooting perfectly. It's just
on the first shot of the game.
He's fake as Sam when he shoots
a runner 3.
Yeah, he's running. He's hooking
three.
He's running and hooking threes into the basket.
Yeah, I mean,
I hope that
watched
gets fixed in the
He was
patch.
pretty
Oh,
magical.
God,
on Magic.
it's impossible. Impossible. But I had a lot of fun with that game. I really did. I think that game is stupid and enough fun to probably buy it, but I would only want to play that with people. I don't know that I want to play that game alone. Although I did play it alone, and I was okay at it. But I had way more fun doing stupid shit with you and me when just random shit would happen. Like we'd get demolished by Shaq with 3-pointers, and it was dumb. And I had a lot of fun doing it, but it was super dumb.
I mean, it's just like NBA Jam to me, as in it's a hell of a lot more fun with more
people.
with when you're playing with people than against computer, because the computer is a fucking asshole in NBA Jam. Also, at least it was.
Yes, I agree.
I don't remember as much. I remember NBA Jam being tons of fun though as a kid.
Game is made to be played with multiple people.
I mean, yeah, it was NBA Jam's great, but yeah, like playing the computer, I don't know. At least on Tournament Edition.
Yeah.
I have it on PlayStation 1 Tournament Edition, and then we played Tournament Edition on Super Nintendo. Your ass.
I now own Tournament Edition thanks to you, so thank you for that, kind sir. It's sitting behind me, right over here in the Game Genie. On the Game Genie where you left it. Not that you would need that, like Ryan said earlier. But yeah, Tournament Edition was fun too. Like I had some good time with that, except for I don't remember the whole sitting at a certain spot and shooting it for like 40 points, but that was kind of stupid. But I enjoyed that too.
Yeah. You turn that on in the options.
Yeah,
like his circles come up with like 7 points or 8 points. That's how you win.
Clyde the Glide.
8-point shots.
I had somehow forgotten what his nickname was at one point, so you had to remind me what that was.
I don't know.
Mark Jackson?
I don't think he was there.
Probably. I don't know what team he would have been on.
I don't know. I played a lot of the Seattle Supersonics. Was my team because
the Thunder.
Fuck yeah, Sean Kemp and Mr. Payton.
Yeah,
good
I
time.
don't know what. I'm alone in Stockton.
Yeah, come on, man.
MJS.
Yeah. Had to do.
You've been on there.
Yeah.
You've been like Knicks, Clippers, or the Pacers. I don't know which one they would have.
Mark Jackson.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just remember like no one on earth would even look at the Clippers on an NBA Jam game because who the fuck was on there? Danny Manning. That was probably all you got. It was like Danny Manning and no one.
Ralph and I think Ryan, you probably agree too. We were talking about this. I would absolutely play one of those style games every year if that's what they made. Like that's what EA put out every year instead of NBA Live.
Yeah, if they made the one like the one that EA made.
Yeah, right. That's what I mean. If they did one of those every year, holy shit, I would be in every single year.
Just a roster update, just whatever. I don't give a shit. Put Jimmy Butler on the Cavs. Let's do this.
Oh no, he got traded to the Timberwolves. What are you talking about?
Yeah, that fell through.
He got traded to the Timberwolves tonight.
Or something now.
He got traded for a 17th round pick. The Bulls gave up Jimmy Butler and the seventh. They gave up Jimmy Butler and the 7th pick in the draft tonight for 2 players and the 17th round pick. I'm sorry, 17th pick in the first round draft.
It's only 2 rounds.
Yeah. Bulls don't want to win anymore.
Well, yeah, the Bulls don't give a shit. Who are the 2 players they got? I forgot.
Carl Anthony
Pull that up,
Towns
Ryan.
and Andrew Wiggins. Not really.
The Cavaliers are going after Danny Green for some reason. He averaged like 8 points a game. I don't know what they want from him, but
Danny Green? Who's even on?
Spurs. Yeah.
Wow.
He starts for the Spurs as a shooting guard and only averages 8 points a game.
Let's see if I can.
Yeah, I thought the Spurs were getting rid of Aldridge, or they were wanting to.
I thought they were shopping him for a second. I don't know if they are or not, but I thought they were shopping him for a second.
Yeah, I was reading about that earlier.
I'll pull this Jimmy Butler deal up, and I'll go over that here in a second. But yeah, NBA Jam Tournament Edition was a lot of fun too. Again, just playing Super Nintendo games. Watching you play. You didn't talk about Castlevania. Watching you play Castlevania was great. Even though you didn't finish it.
Yeah.
I should have just let you take it, and then you could have videotaped it. You could have videotaped yourself beating it raw.
Yeah, VHS tape.
Yep, and then mail it to us.
I may have it on Wii U, so you could just like send me a picture of that password, and I could just put it in.
That's true. I have the password still.
I actually don't know if I have it on there or not, but no, I'll finish it one day. I finished it before.
I've never finished
it again.
I've never finished.
So Thibodeau coaches the almost said Werewolves, Timberwolves, right?
Is that where he's at?
So that makes sense with the Butler scenario?
Probably.
Right. Okay.
I'm trying to pull that up. Minnesota Timberwolves. Wolves received.
Ricky Rubio.
He's not going to be making.
I bet Dwayne Wade's laughing.
All right. So the Timberwolves got Jimmy Butler and the 16th pick in the draft. They used to draft Justin Patton from Creighton. The Bulls got Chris Dunn, Zach LaVine, and the number 7 pick, which they used to draft Lauri Markkanen, some 7-foot-tall dude.
So the Bulls have 2 first-round draft picks, or they just have
no, just the one.
So why are they
swapped them?
Really? Jimmy Butler's not very old, though, right?
Couldn't tell you.
Probably not.
Trade is a reunion with former Bulls coach Tom Thibodeau.
Okay.
Correct there.
Wolves might be good then.
I mean,
Wolves.
That was good.
Was it delayed?
That was delayed, but it was good.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
You are fake news.
A lot of that happening.
If we got nothing else to talk about, we could go ahead and move on into another segment real quick.
We should.
We'll do a swift segment called Surmise the Score. We don't have much to talk about from last time. Hello and welcome to Surmise the Score.
Hello.
Because one of the games we surmised the score for has not got a Metascore yet.
What? So, really?
Cars 3 Driven to Win on PS4 has 3 reviews.
So it's close.
The most reviews. It needs one more.
One more.
So we got a lot to surmise.
Yeah.
For this next time.
All right.
But we did surmise Ever Oasis, which comes out on the 3DS on, I think, Tuesday. Or maybe it comes out tomorrow. It must come out tomorrow. I got to double check to make sure that the score didn't change.
79.
It was changing on me. Okay.
79 is where it's at right now.
It's got a 79 out of 100, it turns out.
This game comes out in 2 hours and a half.
Okay, so tomorrow. So coming in last of 68 was Derek.
Ah, fuck. Yeah, I lost. Okay.
I don't remember anything about this at all.
I don't either. Ever Oasis.
Oh, I remember now. Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
the Legend of Legacy dudes.
I think so. Grizo.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have ever pulled this out.
He's John Cena returns soon.
That's what he's saying. Coming in second place with a guess of 74
Ooh.
was Ryan.
Oh, fuck. Done goofed, boy.
Yeah, I think we all have this game
almost
garbage, except for this person that Ralph was about to say.
Coming in first, the guess of 77 was me. Hello, me.
Not John Cena.
That button's too far away. I won the right to put a game on the Totino's Party Pizza, the greatest games of all time list. And I will put on here Doom, as in the original Doom.
Does
though I could do
Does Totino's make anything other than party pizza, or is it all party pizza?
They make pizza rolls.
Okay.
And
I mean, those would be at parties too, I would think, right?
Totino's- Yeah, they make pizza sticks, which are new and garbage looking. Look like a Hot Pocket. I don't know the difference.
Are they thin? Are they big, or like what's
I think
the
they
width?
are thinner and longer.
Are they wide? What are these sticks?
I don't know. Nobody buys them, and they're expensive.
Okay. Well, they got to get cheap, like their party pizza.
Yeah, that doesn't happen. So that was all for last week, but we have a lot to surmise, so let's do it. Here's a game that's already out, I think, but has no reviews. So it's hot. Dead by Daylight. I don't even know what this is, to be honest with you.
I
It's not
thought
a party pizza.
I thought Ryan knew what Dead by Daylight was, but I sure don't.
I know what Dead by Dawn is.
Close. Very close.
There's some stuffed nachos.
Oh, yeah, they do have those. Nobody
Yeah.
buys them either.
It's crisp and tasty cheese pizza. Yeah, but there you go.
That was not a sound effect on that one. That was someone actually coughing. I don't know what the hell that button was. So I think this is some kind of multiplayer game. I'm going to go first because I won. I want to say an 18, but I'm going to go with a 62. 62.
Dead by-
Ryan, you were second closest.
I thought for
winning.
whatever reason we already surmised this one. We only surmised one that actually got a score. What are you telling us?
You mean you thought we surmised it last time, or you
I thought we
surmised it-
surmised more than one game last time.
just Cars 3 and Ever Oasis? That's all I've got.
Cars 3 doesn't have a.
Oh, I did play Cars 3. I forgot to mention that.
I don't know what this
I'm
game
not gonna
is.
talk about it anymore.
I'm saying 70. I don't know.
70. Eric, Dead by Daylight.
55.
55. All right. Another hot release coming in hot. The Golf Club 2. Ryan. The Golf
Say
Club 2.
that again. Golf Club 2.
The Golf Club 2.
Is there the golf club?
Is it the Golf Club TOO?
The letter 2.
Oh, wow. My favorite Sesame Street episode.
It's a golf club 2. Is this a serious golf game? Like, do you know anything about it?
It's not
Yeah,
dangerous.
I played the first one.
It's definitely not
It's
dangerous.
I played the first one. It is super serious.
Are you being serious right now?
Yeah, like enough to where I didn't care. I didn't give a shit.
Is it super
What,
C
what,
or just super serious?
Super
I
serial.
search for the golf club. The first thing that shows up on is this game, the Golf Club 2. So, man, I don't know what to score this.
a
70,
Golf Club 1.
70, 72. I don't know.
70, 72.
Yeah,
That's a lot of numbers.
yeah,
72
yeah.
out of 100. Derek.
64.
Derek's a hater today.
Yeah.
64.
Uh,
I'm gonna go with the 77. I don't know.
Listen,
Um,
golf isn't fun for anybody, so you know.
Not for
I wanna-
Tiger Woods anymore.
Hold on. Is this a prequel? Because if this is like a prequel and it's like mini golf, then I'm going to give it like a higher score.
No, this is like.
I wish they'd make like a.
modern day. I'm watching the trailer right now. There's a
I wish they'd
boat.
make like a Madden that was a prequel.
So what a prequel of Madden. It's just fucking the Iowa Barnstormers against the fucking New Jersey Blaze or whatever it is.
Somebody on the sideline. When he's the coach.
That would work too.
Game is a game that next game is a game I think Ryan would probably get. We're gonna find out.
Okay.
Revolution.
What?
Valkyria Revolution. You don't know what this is?
Oh yeah. Oh, I have that coming in the mail next week.
See, I figured.
Right.
What is this? This is a spin-off
Is that
of
weird
Valkyria
Japanese shit?
Chronicles?
Yeah, it's a spinoff. It's a spinoff of Valkyria Chronicles. It's not like the same strategy, XCOM-ish style gameplay. It's more of a fighter, I think, like an action game.
I may have to
So
look
there's
into
probably
this.
some.
Okay.
There's probably some. They probably mix in some of those like strategy elements into it, but I think there's more action in this one.
So it's
It
Dynasty
sounds like a
Warriors.
game of your. It's a game up your alley, Ralph. Here's a sentence in the Wikipedia. The flow of the game consists of the player preparing at their base, going to the battlefield to achieve their objectives, and then returning to base.
Oh, that's not a very good description.
That is Disgaea.
Includes the possibility of permanent death.
Yes, there is permanent
Uh-oh.
death in this game, though. So I mean, don't kill anyone.
It's like real life. Okay.
Yes,
Yes.
That is a horrible
Derek.
description of the game.
It really is.
Yeah, Derek.
Is it? I'm first this time.
Yes.
77.
77.
I'm not a hater today.
Well, he may
I
still be a
still-
hater.
True. You guys all might give it 90s.
We'll go 82.
Oh,
Ryan.
I was gonna say 81. I'll just keep it.
That's fine.
$39.99 is what this game's going to cost you too. That's not that much.
It costs me less because I have
Doesn't it-
Amazon Prime.
Oh yeah, Ralph. It
Doesn't
only,
it come with?
only cost you $32 with a soundtrack
Yeah.
and a pin,
Yeah, I thought it came with something.
and you get additional
like,
scenarios.
Man, I love
What do you
scenarios.
think that it comes with a pen? What do you think? Do you think like a physical pen that you can write with, or do you think
No,
something that you
no,
pin
no.
on your chest or something, or
You
your
just stab your
backpack?
heart with. Yeah, a push pin is what I think of, where I can hang something on the wall with it. That's what I want.
I mean, the one like they're spelled differently, but are they not pronounced exactly the same? PEN and PIN.
Pen.
It sounds exactly the same to me.
So does Infamous and Prototype. We've had this discussion.
Speaking of all that, the next game we're going to surmise a score for. What many would consider the predecessor to the infamous Prototype debate, Crash Bandicoot: The Insane Trilogy.
What? Say that again.
Crash Bandicoot: Insane Trilogy.
Okay.
I'm going
debate
for
with
the
itself, or what's the debate with? With the
I
other
just
games?
made it up.
Okay.
Crash Bandicoot and Madden 04.
Yeah.
I will go. I still don't know what to think about this, so I'll go ahead and do it. 80. Fuck it. 80. Ryan.
Man, I'm gonna do the opposite of what you did to me. I'm gonna say 81.
Ralph, what did you say? I'm sorry, I was talking to one of the children.
He said 81. You got
Okay.
82. 79. Which one?
Yeah.
No, this is for Insane not Sami Zayn. Insane.
Sami Zayn trilogy.
Yes,
Yes.
the Sami Zayn trilogy.
Billy Zane trilogy.
Billy Zane trilogy.
And Ryan, you said 81.
I may have.
That's pretty
So
good.
you're required to say 79 or 82. That's one of those options.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go 82 then.
I was hoping to go 79.
No, higher. I'm gonna go 82. People have too much nostalgia for that shit. I think that game will get some good passes on that.
I
I still don't know if I trust. I don't know if I trust Vicarious Visions. That's the problem because they're doing the remaster. But I've heard it's nice. So whatever. We'll see.
It supposedly runs at 30 frames, which is kind of weird. I think that'd be 60, but whatever. So that's a little alarming. But
yeah, I watched some gameplay of it. I mean, it definitely looked nice. I just don't know if it's gonna feel right. I don't know.
All those goofy death animations look pretty cool. I saw like a montage of those. But
yeah, I'll probably end up getting it at some point. I don't know about it at launch, but
or you could just play Uncharted 4. It's in that.
Are all of them in there? Or just one of
No,
them?
it's just like one level. And
Was it from the
you don't
first
get much of
one?
it.
I remember.
I couldn't remember if it, like which one it was from. Probably the first one.
Okay.
I don't know. It looked like all of them. You just like it was one where you run from a giant boulder. So
That's probably the first one. We're on to a new segment. The segment we do every year after E3. The E3 segment is what we call it.
You are fake news.
The after three,
It's-
after three. I don't know. I gotta get a beer though. So keep posting while I grab a thing to drink.
Uh-oh, we're
he
gonna
likes his root beer.
we gotta get a little loose for. Yeah, we're gonna get loose for this segment.
Yeah,
He's gonna be letting
Oh.
that happen. I'm pretty sure,
yeah.
and we're all gonna be thinking that,
Um,
and maybe a little of that.
well, at least we're not in the same room. We don't have to enjoy the smell.
Yeah, I'm probably not gonna enjoy the smell. But you know, I'm just gonna hit buttons till
Mhm.
You hop into a Ford Mustang, you automatically register as a sex offender.
that's your theme song.
Those videos are good.
Or videos. I didn't know what the hell that was.
They're real stupid.
Just on the soundboard thing. E3, it happened.
It
We
did.
all
Mhm.
died during it.
This
think.
this is our third or fourth year watching it together.
I think it's the third.
Third year, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, third.
It's a long
It's the third.
E30 at 30. 30 versus no.
Yeah.
Could have had a dirty 30 while we watched it, but
We had a dirty 30 way.
yeah, instead we had a dirty 24. What to do?
Well, we were close to a 30, I think.
Do they sell that?
Probably.
No,
24 packs?
Sam's Club sells like a 36 pack. I think that's like a weird rectangular shape.
Okay.
That's fucked up.
It is.
Mhm,
But it
that's fake
happens.
news.
That
So the button's too far away again. So we're just we got some categories here. We're gonna give what we think are our answers for these categories. And I don't really know where to start, so I'll just start at the top of my sheet here. E3 between Nintendo, Sony, and Microsoft, if anybody won.
Not including like Devolver Digital or
yeah.
Ubisoft or
Well, who got second place, basically? Is what I'm asking.
I was gonna say if we're automatic, we're all given Devolver the first spot. That's okay. But I definitely have somebody that I think I have somebody that won for sure.
I think Devolver was like playing their own game
that's
entirely.
true. Yeah.
I don't know. So,
Derek, since you're so certain,
I do feel
Let's hear it.
I do feel pretty certain, and I also feel like I will be the only one to say this, surprisingly. But chugga chew, but apparently somewhere.
train,
yeah.
running a train in the back.
Train keeper rolling
It's
all
the
night
Kingdom
long.
Hearts retrain.
Oh god.
Yeah.
I think Nintendo won. I really do. I think they delivered a solid, tight amount of games in their spotlight, as well as showing some other games after that happened. Everything from the Breath of the Wild DLC, they had Rocket League, which is not a big deal, but I think the Rocket League Mario hats were pretty fucking great. That was pretty good. I don't know. And the possibility that Ralph talked about of maybe having Mario Kart cars in Rocket League on the Switch version has me all kinds of jazzed up. I think that's pretty cool.
In those
What?
would be in the carts.
No one. It would just be autopiloted.
Those carts usually like there's.
You're thinking too much about it.
You can
You're thinking
see
too
the
much about
person
it.
in the Mario Kart, where those other Rocket League carts you can't see the person.
Just let it. No, not in this one. This is all new. Just it's powered by the hat. It's Cappy driving the car. How's that?
Okay.
Is that better? But I mean, they showed off what Kirby. They teased that weird Yoshi game looked pretty cool. A fucking Pokemon game coming to the Switch. Metroid Prime 4. Trying to think of what else they showed. Super Mario Odyssey, of course.
Just have to be placeholder names, right?
Yeah, they're working titles. Oh, I saw somewhere that said they were working titles, but
they showed that Metroid Samus Returns, Metroid 2 remake coming this year, made by the people that made
press conference. But
yeah, I mean that was still a game that they showed, and then they also showed off the remake of Superstar Saga, Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga from the Game Boy Advance, plus Bowser's Minions. So
Sushi Striker, did you see that?
Yeah, I didn't see that. What was Sushi Striker?
What it is, but it's a new IP apparently on 3DS.
I'm in.
But I don't know what it is.
I'm in until I at least see it anyway. I just think that they had a lot of games. They showed a Xenoblade game in there too, didn't they?
Well, that's already a known quantity.
That's right. They showed announcement on the Switch. Yep. So I think that I think overall, because of what Nintendo showed, I think because of the games they had overall, I would like to give Nintendo the edge here. I think they're doing a lot of good things. And granted, they did show a lot of far-off projects. Metroid Prime 4 wasn't even anything. Yoshi was
a sweet logo for Metroid Prime.
Yoshi is very early. Kirby is still early. The fact that they announced a Pokemon console game, clearly early. But the fact
someone drew that on a napkin and showed that.
That's fine with me. The fact that all those games are happening, and you got to think that I had somebody come up to me and tell me, how is Nintendo going to show off all these games and not show off a new Smash Brothers? Well, I don't think they need a Smash Bros. Game right now. I think that's in the works, sure. But I don't think I don't think Smash Bros. Is what brings people to Nintendo. I think Mario brings that, but this person that said the otherwise, and that's fine. But if that's the case, if that's one person's opinion, then you got to think: is there a Donkey Kong game in development? Probably. Is there a fucking Super Smash Bros. Game in development? Probably. Like those things are all most likely happening. So
but I feel like with that logic, you could say Nintendo wins every year because that is always happening because they always release the same franchises over and over again.
Well, but I'm only talking. You're right, but I'm only talking specifically about what they announced. I don't give a shit about Smash Brothers. I wanted Donkey Kong, but didn't get it. But the fact that they showed off, like I just said, Yoshi looked good, Kirby's cool. The fucking Pokemon game has me rock hard. The remake of the Game Boy Advance game, Metroid Prime 4, all that shit is dope. The Zelda DLC seemed cool for people that like Zelda. That is all right. Good stuff for them. Rocket League, again, has got me going. So they did enough things that make me go, yep, that they're on the right track. They got it this year.
I guess, but so E3 is more about what's coming out this coming year and showing a logo for Metroid Prime 4, which may not be out for 3 or 4 years. It's kind of ridiculous. Really? I don't think it's coming out next year.
I think
they said it was.
If it's coming out next year, they would have showed gameplay, right?
No, not necessarily.
This is the same. Hold on.
That.
This is the same company that didn't show off the Switch until 3 months until it was released.
That's a little different.
So
what the fuck? That's what I'm saying.
Nah, I mean. So I think
usually if a game's coming out next year, it's pretty far along. It's not something where all we can show you is a logo.
But if that's all they want to show.
They didn't announce Super Mario Odyssey till January, and it's coming out this year.
Yep.
I thought they showed it.
No, they showed it when they released. Then when they teased or when they finally showed it.
When they showed it, they showed gameplay, right?
Sure. But that game comes out in November or October.
It's less than a year.
I mean, it was within the same year. But I mean, Metroid Prime 4 might be like late next year.
Oh, it could be. I expect it to be holiday next year.
I feel like they should have shown gameplay if that game's coming out next year.
I disagree.
What other games did you show Logo for?
That's just my opinion. I mean, I'm talking out of the big three. I mean, shit, if I'm going off of smaller developers, holy shit, Bethesda's press conference was tailored around games that were only coming out this year. So I just give it to them. Because all they did was go, here's fucking 8 games that are all coming out this year. Like, cool. That's exactly what you want to see. Like, if that's what I'm talking about. But I think as a holistic approach, I think Nintendo did the best.
Yeah, I think there's no way Metroid Prime's coming out next year. It's the equivalent of what they did with that Pokemon game. Like they just didn't show a logo for the Pokemon game.
That's okay. I don't need a logo.
Yeah. I'll go next because I'll piggyback off this.
Ralph
most excited, so that's a big surprise. So they won to me.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You agree with what I'm saying? Like, I
Sony,
think they had a good, well put together press conference.
Yeah,
I think they did too.
I mean,
like leaving off those other things, but whatever.
You don't like logos, I get it. And napkins.
Like, what's the point? I don't get the point of showing the logo.
The point was so that people know that Nintendo still cares.
Like, hey, people,
they're always working on Metroid, though. Like, they're always working on those things.
They're
They came out with one for 3DS a couple years ago.
When's the last time? No. When's the last?
That was not a real Metroid game.
When's the last time they released a console Metroid game? When was it?
They came out with one on the Wii.
The
2006,
Wii.
yeah.
2006, 11 years ago.
Maybe it was 07.
12 by the time that this game comes out.
Yeah, and they didn't really come out with a Zelda game for the entire like Wii U life cycle. They're still always working on those games.
I'm not following you, but it's fine. We know you don't like Nintendo.
All right.
Go ahead.
All right. So does Nintendo not constantly work on
the
like same core franchises? Because they do. They can't release them all every year, so they stagger them. Do they not?
Not Metroid.
And if it's not,
and there's never been a Pokemon game on a console, so that's a big deal. And like people have wanted that since Pokemon Coliseum, or no, what that was that Wii
at E3, I guess. Like when you have nothing to show. Like that's remember when Sony showed that like black giant screen that was black, and all it said was the word agent. And it was supposed to be a Rockstar game that never came out.
This is not comparable.
Yes, it is. You don't just show a logo. and then
this
that's
is different, though. Nintendo, someone sees a Metroid Prime 4 logo, they're like, okay, I'm going to have to buy a Switch at some point because I want to play.
2 or 3 years.
But someone sees Agent, they don't know what the fuck that is. Like, just, if you see Metroid Prime 4, you know, like not a super casual person, but someone slightly above casual would know what Metroid was. So they're like, I remember that shit. I want to play that. Nintendo's making the shit I like again.
I think the point of
whatever.
They always been doing that. They always do that though.
But I think you're giving
them Metroid.
Yeah, not Metroid, man.
That's the whole point.
Metroid to me is a game that is very rarely worked on and developed and released. Like I can barely tell you. Console-wise, dude, I don't think Metroid gets that much love. I think people bitched about it the last couple fucking years. Like, holy shit, you're not going to put a Metroid game on the Wii U, and they never did.
That doesn't mean they were working on it. They were probably working on Prime or something that they could turn into Prime.
And that's all well and good, but I mean, how fucking excited were people when they're like, "Oh, look, Last Guardian," and then it took them 20 years to make it, and people were still excited about it. Nintendo does the same thing, but except they wait to develop.
The difference is when they showed off The Last Guardian, they showed off a game.
But like really, Nintendo could have had a whole Nintendo Direct where it showed the logo of every game coming out,
and people still would have been
fine with it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
to me, it's pointless. Like, why are you not showing off gameplay? Like, I don't get
so
that.
Like, I'm gonna play the game anyway, so I don't give a shit if I see gameplay or not.
I mean, you're talking
like maybe once it gets closer to coming out.
You're talking to the same person that played Star Fox, which was a bad game, but Ralph played it. So at the end of the day, the gameplay isn't going to change the mind of the fans that care about that shit. They're going to play it. So if you're Nintendo, has Nintendo ever really been about broadening themselves beyond being who they are?
I don't. Well, besides being who they are, no. But I think they do try some pretty creative things.
But in doing so, all you need to do, because I bet you one of the most talked about games after E3 was Metroid Prime 4, and all they had to do was say, "Guess what? Here's a fucking logo," and people were like, "Yes!" Because it's been 10 fucking years since they've done it, and that's all they had to do. That's what Nintendo has the power to do.
Since they've done Prime.
That's what the power Nintendo has. All they have to do is show a goddamn logo or say, "Hey, this is happening." It's not a game that isn't going to come out. This is them doing it, but all they have to do is go, "Here's the fucking carrot. Now chomp away, motherfucker," because it's not going to come out right away. I don't think that makes a
good press conference to like, "Hey, here's this logo for Metroid Prime 4."
You're right, but there's way more in that. Like Yoshi to me looked fucking dope. Kirby to me I thought looked fucking great. Rocket League with Mario bullshit was awesome. Super Mario Odyssey is one of the most batshit insane fucking games I've ever seen in my entire life, and I'm super pumped for that fucking game. Like those are the things that I was like, "Yep, I'm in." Like that's when Nintendo got me.
And then the Pokemon thing also, like, I don't think it's that big of a deal either because, of course, they're making another Pokemon game. Now Nintendo really only has the Switch. The 3DS is been around for a long time. So where are they going to put it? Are they going to put another Pokemon game on 3DS? No, they're going to put
another one this year.
Not two more this year. The remake of those other two. It's Ultra Sun and Moon, right?
It's not a remake. It's basically like a sequel. I mean, like I keep hearing people.
Isn't every Pokemon game a remake? But
what the fuck? Isn't every Madden game a remake?
Yes, it is.
Oh my god.
Yes, it is.
I just move on.
I don't know.
Nintendo for you, Nintendo for me.
Yeah. That Pokemon thing I will never understand. Like, it is so much different to be on a console. Why do people not understand that?
It's huge on a console, man.
Like, what do you think is going to be different about it? It's going to be the same basic gameplay with better graphics.
I can look at the TV and play it. That is the only difference. I
can put it on my 55-inch 4K TV and fucking run around and catch Pokemon that are going to fill up my entire 55-inch screen, not a 4-inch fucking 3D.
Yeah, okay, so it's a bigger display, but it's going to be the same gameplay.
I doubt it.
You doubt that?
I really do.
I don't care if it is.
Gameplay.
I really doubt it.
I'd rather play every game ever on a TV than on.
Yes, you are correct. I back you up 100%. Like I like my 3DS for what it is, but I would much rather if I could play all my 3DS games on my TV in a heartbeat. No question.
Okay, I don't think I would argue with that, but like I don't see like the difference between it being on a 3DS and a TV when it's going to be basically the same gameplay.
Of course you do. You should because you're the tech guy. How is it not going to be able to be technically a better game going from a 3DS to a fucking
that's not
console?
What I'm talking about. I'm talking about the way the game plays.
But it's going to be a better game overall because it's going to be on a better processor, a better computer, a better game system. That's why it's going to be better.
Pokemon.
It fucking matters in everything.
For Pokemon?
Everything. Literally everything. I don't care
if it mattered so much for Pokemon, Pokemon would have been on consoles a while ago.
But I think that's where you're wrong. I think that they didn't feel the need or the desire to. And then Nintendo's like,
so. I think Pokemon was intentionally put on handhelds because that's where they wanted it.
But that's what I'm saying. Now Nintendo's like, hey, motherfucking Pokemon company, the system is a goddamn handheld. Take it with you.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying this is inevitable. It's not a big deal because, of course, it's going to be on the Switch.
But it is for people that have been wanting. I mean, Ralph and I, how long have we been talking about a console Pokemon game?
Since like 98.
Fucking forever, man. Like I've been waiting for this to happen forever because I'm that kind of fan that wants this. Like, is it going to be technically mind-blowing? No. Is it going to be fucking Metroid Prime 4 cocksucking? Probably not to everybody. But to me, I am excited about a console Pokemon game because I want to sit on my fucking ass and catch Pokemon and do gym battles from the comfort of my home on a TV, on my TV.
I mean, I get Ryan's point, but I would not have been a damn bit. I would not have been a damn bit surprised if Nintendo wasn't like, all right, we're making a new Pokemon and it's for your fucking phone.
Right.
That would not surprise me at all.
I'm just
glad.
Me. But no, I totally get wanting to play it on
I
your
don't
console.
know if you guys remember, but it's
not
right
made
here.
by the Pokemon Company. That was not made by Game Freak.
See, that could happen. That's the problem.
But I totally get wanting to play it on the big TV, because if I was going to play one of those games, I would also want to play it on the big TV. I just feel like it's going to look better, yes, of course, but I bet the gameplay is going to be mostly the same. And
That's
you're going to
fine.
do the same
I
stuff.
don't care. That's
And-
fine.
Yeah, but at
Totally
the same
fine.
time, there were times where I was playing Persona 5 and kind of wishing it was on handheld like Persona 4 Golden was, but just weird.
Because you're insane. I don't know. So who won?
For me, or
Yeah.
well, for me, it wasn't Nintendo, but it's not because I don't like Nintendo. It's just because most of the stuff they were talking about. The only thing I really cared about was Mario, and Xenoblade Chronicles 2, but I already knew about that. For me, it doesn't even really feel like it feels like it was just Microsoft by default for me. There was nothing besides just the new hardware to really get me excited for Microsoft's press conference. So, and then Sony didn't really have anything either. So, just for the fact that Microsoft had new hardware to show off, felt like that was why.
Can we all agree that Sony's was the least exciting? I don't know if I want to say most disappointing, but
I wouldn't call it most disappointing either. I would say Sony's was the most safe.
yeah.
Yeah, well, I just what bummed me out the most is they didn't really give release dates for all their stuff, which seems kind of crazy.
Yeah, that's pretty shitty.
But I mean, I'm sure most of that will come out within this year. It's just kind of there's nothing really exciting. I don't really care so much about the Lost Legacy coming out this fall. I'd rather play God of War this fall, or The Last of Us 2 this fall, or even Days Gone this fall.
I think God of War got
either.
2018 tagline though, didn't it?
Yeah, but so I'm gonna have to wait until sometime
December
in winter or
31st,
spring.
20.
Yeah, March.
Yeah. Metroid Prime
well-
4 will come out before that game.
Probably, according to Nintendo. Well, I guess we can move into the next thing. Games that we are surprised weren't mentioned, and I'm going to say, I'll just go. I don't know why this surprises me that Sony did not. Maybe I should be surprised by this now that I'm going to say it. Because Knack 2 comes out in September.
Oh,
September,
I forgot about
almost.
that. I take back
Why
everything I said.
Why didn't they? Do they have no hope for that? I guess. Why are they even making a sequel if they didn't
I think
in the press conference?
I think it's a known quantity, like you said earlier, about certain things. The people that want to play Knack, people that want to play Knack are going to play Knack. The people that don't want to play Knack are just going to say fuck it.
I think they're going for more a budget title feel though, because it's going to be $40, right?
I didn't know that.
I think it is. And I don't know, it's more of a kids game, isn't it? The first one was kind of had the kids game vibe. I never played it, but it looked
Probably.
like a kids game.
I heard this second one was supposed to be a bit different. So I'm well, this is an opportunity for them to at least say hey, we made it fun this time. I know it's not a system seller, but
I don't know what they're really trying to go with that, because it feels like maybe they're trying to do trying to make some type of platformer, right? Or at least that's what it's supposed to be. Or
I think so.
it's I don't know. Why not have somebody make a better a Ratchet game or something like that? Because those seem like way better games. But I don't know.
What were you surprised wasn't mentioned, Ryan? Or at least shown or something at a press conference?
I already mentioned it. And The Last of Us 2, there was no talk, anything, and they showed a trailer last year, right?
No, they didn't show that till the PSX or the PlayStation Experience last fall.
Okay. Yeah, and then here there was nothing, and I don't know. That's just because they want to talk about the Uncharted thing, which to me is way less important than The Last of Us 2. But just no mention of it all was really weird.
Derek?
I wrote down 3 different games. Last of Us 2 is on mine. I was really surprised. One of these games I was surprised about. I'm going to tell you all 3 of them. we knew going in there we weren't going to say anything about the Final Fantasy VII remake. I am a little surprised about that, but I am also not surprised considering Square Enix just said that they took back control from whatever third party was working on it before. So I would like to hear more about that game, so I can't be too angry about it. But Cyberpunk 2077, man, I was really hoping I was going to hear something about that game this year's E3. I'd like to see what Project Red is working on now that the Witcher stuff's all wrapped up.
They said before the show they weren't going to talk about it.
Yeah, again, a lot of that stuff. It's still just like those are the things I wanted to see, and I'm kind of sad that we didn't see a lot of.
All Gwent from here on out. I'm sorry, that's all you get.
Oh man, I hope not. No,
I would not be okay with Gwent only. I would be okay with more Witcher though. So I mean, that is what it is.
I don't mind Gwent existing. It's just if that's all they focus on, that would be horrible.
Cash cow. I'm sorry. This beta is getting in so much money.
It really might be.
Can you even pay for it? I don't even know.
No idea. No clue.
But supposedly, like they were forced to talk about that. I don't even know what it's called anymore. Was it 2077 or whatever?
Cyberpunk.
Yeah, they were forced to talk about it a little bit because I guess they got hacked and so they got a bunch of old information.
Somebody stole some shit from them. And we're like, if you don't tell us stuff or pay us, we're going to tell people about the game. And they're like, we don't fuck around with people like that.
Yeah, but they said most of what that person stole was a bunch of old stuff and not really reflective of the current state of the game anymore.
Right.
So if I don't know if he ever released it or not. If he did, it might not matter that much. Or she, I don't know who took it or who hacked it.
Well, what was surprising announcement or reveal, Ryan?
I think we can all agree on this one, and the best reveal was definitely Frog Smashers.
I knew it.
At the ball reveal.
Oh man,
It was good.
Ken Griffey Jr. helped him out on it.
Yeah.
You heard that.
Bad
Said
physics. Yeah. Okay.
My serious one was I had two.
Truth, I know.
I can say both. The one I know you guys don't care about, for me, the fact that they're actually remaking Shadow of the Colossus was huge. The game looked amazing. I was watching videos of people crying about it on YouTube, which is kind of ridiculous.
What the hell?
And then you guys also probably won't care about this one either, but I thought that Dragon Ball Z game looked amazing, even though I'm probably never going to play it. That made by the Guilty Gear
it did
people.
look awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would definitely watch someone play that.
Yeah, it looked nuts. It looked more like the actual. Well, it even looked better in parts than the actual show. But yeah, that game looked pretty sweet.
Yeah, I agree. Derek.
As far as most,
I don't know what order I'm going in.
No, you're good. Most surprising announcement for me was Shadow of the Colossus, only because that was the most out of left field. Like, hey, guess what? We're remaking this game, and yeah, I don't give a shit, but it really was probably the most surprised that I was. I've never played that game. I played Eco and didn't like it. I've heard nothing but good things about this game.
Nothing like Eco,
and that's infamous prototype kind of conversation, but. I would say that
let's not go there.
For me, it was still a surprise that so many people cared about this that I had no idea. So
oh man, if I had my way, it would be number one on our list of greatest games of all time.
So that's the surprise that I have is wow, a lot of people give a shit about this game, and that's what surprised me the most about it. So the remake of the Shadow of the Colossus game, that's definitely my most surprising announcement of E3.
Yeah, especially since they just remastered it, in what?
4 years ago? 5 years ago?
Yeah. It
hadn't been longer because the PS4 has been out longer than that, so maybe 7 years ago.
They did it in 2011 or 2012.
Because it was with that you could get that, and what was the other game you could get with it?
It was that. It was Ico and Shadow of the Colossus bundled together.
Yeah.
I thought they had a bonus in there too. Or am I thinking? No, I'm thinking
no,
of.
The game's made by those guys.
Yeah, I'm thinking they also remastered Zone of the Enders. That was the other thing I'm thinking.
That's Konami. That's a
Already
completely different company.
Yeah, I was just thinking of remasters that happened around that same time.
And,
Zone of the Enders.
That Zone of the Enders remaster was a shit show. So
that's a Konami remaster for you.
Yep.
Right.
So Ralph, what about you? What was your most surprising announcement?
mine is the least surprising answer because it's Metroid Prime 4.
Oh,
Because that logo just made me squeal, and you guys heard it. So
Yep. I heard the couch.
They did
I heard.
that's all they needed from me.
If it makes you guys feel any better, I've only played a Metroid Prime demo at Target when it first came out, so I have no nostalgia for that game at all.
I've never played a Metroid game ever, other than Metroid.
No,
I played Super Metroid on the Super Nintendo.
so I think I've played the Super Metroid demo at Target. Never actually played it retail, and I've played Metroid Prime demo at Target. Never played a retail version of it.
I think it says more about Target than it does about you. So that's just my opinion.
What does it say about Target? I don't know what it says about Target.
Don't ask questions.
I agree.
Just let me go.
It seems like Target's a bigger fan of Metroid than you are, is what I'm getting at.
Right, correct, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sure Walmart had it on display as well.
Nah.
So,
Just Altered Beast.
I wish.
I don't know if they could. Is that a mature game? I don't know if they can display that.
It wasn't at the time.
Yeah, now
Okay.
now it's
And now it's
I
probably
mean,
gritty now.
Peggy 18.
There was a PS2 reboot thing of Altered Beast in Europe only,
What?
and it looks like God of War.
Oh, shut up.
Fucking weird looking.
Why do we not have this?
I
it
don't
was
think
only
the
Europe.
PS2's not region, or it's region locked, so you have to do
Yeah.
something. You have to mod your PS2 to play that.
Yeah, you can just watch footage of it on YouTube. That's good enough.
I'm looking up images right now.
I forgot what it was called. It has a dumb.
Probably some.
It just says it's called Altered Beast.
Maybe it is. There's also
Project Altered Beast.
there was a Game Boy Advance Altered Beast game 2. It was really weird. Like
Probably some
THQ
emulation.
published it.
It's probably got some. You probably could play it on PC through emulation. I don't know.
Oh, probably. Let's see. What's our next category here? How about the best looking game coming out this year? Derek.
Yeah, okay, sure.
I'm trying to go into snake order.
No, that's
Or
fine.
No, not snake. Whatever.
What? Yeah, I don't know.
Regular order.
Regular order. This is. I took this a little bit more freely, I suppose. I didn't go graphics only. If I were going to go graphics only, it would definitely be that Dragon Ball Z game.
Well, I just meant like most interesting to you. I
Yeah,
guess.
right. And that's why that's what I have in here. But that Dragon Ball Z game did look really fucking good.
Yeah.
But best looking game that's coming out this year, because it's conceptually different and I am intrigued and I did not think I would give a fuck about playing this game. Ralph, you might know where I'm going with this. It is Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle is my most best looking game that's coming out this year. I think that game looks fucking cool and real dumb, but I'm real excited about it for some reason.
Does that mean
I'm-
you're gonna have to buy a Switch?
Yeah, yep, it does.
I mean, I agree, but I'm surprised you picked that over Super Mario Odyssey, which also comes out this year,
It does.
of course.
My thing with Super Mario Odyssey over this is that this is not a Nintendo game. That's why it looks so intriguing to me, because it's fucking Ubisoft making this weird ass game with guns and Mario and Rabbids that are dressed in Mario uniforms. I'm just fucking like, what is this game? And I'm real excited about it. So I think it looks super cool and intriguing. It's not quite Cappy level of taking over a human body or a car or a Tyrannosaurus Rex, but it's pretty good. So I think we both got pretty good picks there, Ralph. Good job out of you.
I mean, mine's going to be the least surprising in all these picks. Ryan, what do you think?
I'm pretty sure you guys were not even thinking of this game. Ni no Kuni 2 for me is the best game, or the game I'm looking forward to the most. It's coming out this year.
Not Xenoblade Chronicles 2? Or you not believing that?
I don't really believe that game's coming out this year. I would be really surprised. But I also like. I haven't played all of Xenoblade Chronicles. I barely played any of it. But Xenoblade Chronicles X, to me, Ni no Kuni is a way better game than that.
Okay.
So I'm really looking forward to whatever. Actually put Ni no Kuni on that list that we have. Looking forward to whatever comes out of this sequel, which supposedly is, I think it's got a completely different characters and is set in the same world, but kind of like a completely different story. So I'm interested to see what happens there.
I've always been intrigued by the art style of Ni no Kuni. That's why I wanted to play it so badly, because I think it does look really fucking pretty. I just never picked it up on the PS3. If they did a PS4 remaster, I would probably pick that game up.
Yeah, I'm kind of hoping they do that because
I would like it.
That'd be pretty cool.
I don't know that it would take that much. Like, I mean, that art style is already pretty crystal clear, and those cutscenes are really pretty. I don't know that it would take a lot to put that on the PS4, but I do want to check that game out because I was always intrigued by the way that game looked. And a good JRPG is a good time.
I think I know what Ralph's got. I could be wrong.
For what?
I could be way off.
Boy, I already said it for this category.
He already said his
I didn't hear you
category.
say it.
I said in between Derek's Super Mario Odyssey.
Oh, okay.
Why would you think?
Well, it was either gonna be that, or I was thinking. I kind of thought you did say that, but because Derek.
Act 2.
Yeah. No. Oh God. Well, I don't know. Is it not coming out this year? Wolfenstein? Is that not coming out this year?
It is.
It is.
Yeah.
I mean,
neither of you said that.
That's on.
I mean-
That's on a different list.
I mean, if I'm picking the one game, it's Super Mario Odyssey.
Yeah.
Um,
This
Yeah.
is,
Well, there's so many. Like, I'm looking forward to that game too. That game looks amazing. But
we still have best looking game overall. We still got best looking prototype game. We got some categories still. Wolfenstein will be there. Don't you worry.
Best looking game overall. I'll go first because it's the obvious. It's Super Mario Odyssey.
Is it again?
I
Yeah.
missed something because I thought that was part of like we had best game coming out this year and like other 3 games. Is that not?
I don't know what. I'm probably doing it in a random order.
Oh, I skipped best looking game overall.
Did you really?
I lumped it with the other 3 games coming out.
Best looking game overall. Death Stranding for you, Ryan. Even though it wasn't shown.
Oh man, yeah.
It was
Like,
probably
best-
Assassin's Creed, that Egyptian bullshit.
Best,
Oregon.
no. Like that game actually didn't show very well. Best naked babies overall. Death Stranding. Yeah.
Yep. This is
Death. That is Stranding. Death Stranding.
All right. Well, I'll just put one of my that I have for the 3 in there. But go ahead.
You want me to go first, or Ralph? You want to go?
I already said Super Mario Odyssey.
Oh, sorry. For this one again?
Yeah.
Oh man, I picked
Yeah.
I picked a game that I've never played one of these games before, but holy shit, did this game look real fucking good with the monsters, and I get that this is all probably mostly cinematic and whatever, even though they tell you it might be in game. I thought Metro Exodus looked really fucking good. I thought the game looked real pretty, just a well-rounded first-person shooting game with some environmental shit that looked fucking fun to play around in. That game looked really good.
It's kind of weird because like didn't that game originally come out on like the Game Boy or something? It didn't come out on an actual home console. Metroid 2 or whatever.
You said Metro Exodus.
Yeah, Metro.
Oh.
Metro Exodus.
Oh, Metro. Oh, God, all this Metroid talk I'm hearing.
AM2R.
But
Another Metro remake.
I would agree with you, except for that game. That gameplay was totally fake. That was not
Yeah.
real.
That's why I said like conceptually that is the best looking game to me. The monsters, the overall the world itself, the environmental kills, like the whole game just was like, this looks fucking cool, man. Like if this is what they can deliver, I would be excited about it. It looked really fucking good. So yeah, Metro Exodus for me, and I've never played a Metro game. That looks pretty good.
Okay. I wonder if it convinced Dan Riker.
I must have.
So you got one, Ryan, or
Yeah, like if we're talking like best looking game overall, I think it's no question Frog Smashers. Like the graphics in Frog Smashers, like what?
Damn it.
got it?
No, like I'll swap in Shadow of the Colossus because that was what I had in either 3. So I skipped that one. Of the 3 I do have in there, I'd say that's the best looking one.
Okay. So I guess just some other games we're excited about that we haven't mentioned yet. Ryan, you've already mentioned all yours, I guess.
I got 3 other ones. I can throw out there.
Give me one.
I'll pick one that you guys probably don't have. One of them you guys probably do have. The Evil Within 2. I knew they were making that. I didn't realize it was coming out this year. That was kind of surprising. So I don't know. Those games are definitely the type I like to play. So I have to decide if I'm going to buy it when it comes out or wait until November 7th because Microsoft they're jerks. So
Yeah, I want to play it. I don't know. I still need to go back and try to finish the first one. Or I guess I don't know if I need to, but I could.
yeah, you probably don't need to, but
It's something I could do.
and they patched it
won't.
so much that you don't have to have
The disc.
those black yeah, those black bars anymore.
Oh, okay. Okay. Derek, give me one.
Oh, which one are we on? I'm sorry, I missed it.
I'm not announcing these well
We are-
enough. Just another game you're excited
Are we
about.
are we on the top 3 games I'm looking forward to?
Or just however many. It doesn't have to be 3.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah.
Or just
I
like
went top
ones
3,
we
sorry.
haven't mentioned yet, basically. Yeah.
Sure, yeah. I try to differentiate everything up so I wasn't talking about the same game over and over again. So I've got The Last Night. That was that weird 16-bit pixelated Blade Runner looking game that Microsoft showed off, and it was this real simple, real easy trailer, but that game looked fucking astounding to me. I was really intrigued. Kind of similar to how Cuphead caught me. I thought Cuphead looked great when they first showed it. Very similar that it hooked me right away. The art style looked awesome. I want to play that game even though I do not own a Microsoft console. I think The Last Night looks super cool.
Was it even like they were saying a bunch of like they were throwing around exclusive with all different kinds of qualifiers? Was that game actually an exclusive, or is it just something that might come out on their console first?
I feel like it was a console exclusive, but I'm going to double check here for you real quick.
And I'm not even sure what the gameplay is in that. Like the trailer looked amazing, but I don't really know what you do in that game.
Yeah, I don't know what the game actually is. It says a 2D cinematic platform game.
Where you play as Harrison Ford.
Yes, it's an Xbox One console exclusive alongside Microsoft Windows. So yeah, so it's Microsoft exclusive. It seems to be anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, that game did look nice.
It looked really good.
Here's a dumb one for you. That Need for Speed Payback trailer got me really excited about Need for Speed Payback. So
It looks like Fast and Furious, man. I'm in.
Was it confirmed that Mel Gibson's in it, or no?
he is the payback. Yep.
He is the paying of backness.
Yeah. Pain in his back. Brian, you got another one? Or we were talking about them all?
Yeah, they didn't really show this like in any press conference for obvious reasons. But that Call of Cthulhu game they showed off, and I think that's coming out either this year or early next year. It looked pretty interesting. The trailer actually looked pretty good. I doubt it's going to be as good as that other one that came out on Xbox and PC, I think, but it'll be interesting to see what it turns out to be.
Okay. Derek?
The other one, I got 2 more. I did 3. A Way Out. They showed it at the EA press conference. I thought that game looked pretty fucking dope. I think Ralph and I both agreed that is a game that I would play by myself, but I want to play that game with somebody. I want to play that game a lot.
I hope I by yourself.
I hope I physically have to either drive to Ralph's or make Ralph drive to me so I can play it. Like I would have played that game a lot.
Play it on the internet.
I really do. I don't want to play it on the internet. Fuck that. I want to play with somebody. Oh, that's dumb. Fuck the internet. That game looks cool. Story-wise, it has me hooked. Like I'm in for that game, man. It's got me written all over it. It's made by the people that did Brothers, and that was a great game. I enjoyed that. That was a game you could play single player using both the joysticks. This game looks pretty fucking good. I'm in for this
I don't know
game.
if Brothers would be good, not single player. One person on each joystick.
It might be okay. Listen, man. Sometimes you can share the same stick. It's fine.
You gotta be careful about that.
That is correct.
It's
Oh,
I am not risk averse, so
okay, that's good. Or maybe that's not good. I don't remember now. I mean, we just talked about Wolfenstein 2, the new Colossus, but
Yeah, that was my other one.
it looks pretty hot. I don't know why, but the Old Blood didn't do a whole lot for me, so that's why I'm not super as hot on Wolfenstein, but I'll still play this. So
I always forget which one was the expansion.
the
Old
Old
Blood
Blood
was
is the expansion.
And the New Order
Yeah.
was the full release.
Yeah.
Just-
I mean,
just-
so I'm sure it'll still be good. So
Wolfenstein is my last game. Also, Wolfenstein is the game that I'm most looking forward to after E3. Just because of how bad shit insane that trailer was, I'm in for that game.
Yeah. Then we didn't. Well, that Metroid, Samus Returns, Metroid 2,
Yep.
2 remake, whatever.
The game I thought Derek said. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yes,
pretty much
yeah.
like Metro Exodus.
Yes,
If you compare.
it's quite the same game.
Yeah, graphics wise, 3DS to Xbox One X, pretty close.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's,
You can just call it the Xbox. It's fine.
Yeah.
yeah. I thought I had another one. Well, Battle Chef Brigade. I don't know why. That game looked fucking awesome. That match 3 cooking game.
Oh yeah, that
Yeah.
fucking game sounded awesome.
And yeah. Sorry, go
I
ahead.
think. No, I was just gonna say I think the fucking idea of cooking and doing a match 3 to get your items cooked is super stupid but super great. I hope that game somehow comes to mobile because I play that on a mobile platform. Real.
I'd be
Yeah.
surprised if it didn't. Like, I would like.
Coming to
it's pretty
Switch.
simple, right?
Switch is mobile. Let's do this, Derek.
I'm getting a Switch, man. I'm in. Like I have to. I've already talked about how much Nintendo shit I want to play. A Switch is imminent at this point. I honestly would like to get one before I go to Alabama, but I am too broke to buy one. But that would be an awesome road trip device to have with me. Plug it in with. I've got a fucking 40-watt outlet in my car. Just fucking plug it in and charge it that way.
Yeah. It'd be hot. Be hot if you could dock it and then your windshield was the screen.
Yes. Then I never have to worry about
Yeah.
driving
Does
ever.
not sound safe at all.
I'm just saying. Have that car self-drive and you play Mario Kart.
I do
No,
that.
don't
If
do
I could
that.
play Mario Kart as a first person driving, I would be in. Just dropping bananas everywhere.
Did some people
Right.
do that recently? Like in front of Hugh Jackman? It's not a thing on the internet.
Probably. Sounds like a good idea.
Maybe Malin Ackerman, but I don't know about Hugh Jackman.
It was definitely Hugh Jackman.
I thought Malin Ackerman was the one that liked bananas, but not. I mean, maybe Jackman likes
No,
them too. I
like
don't know.
some people drove past Hugh Jackman in carts dressed as Mario.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. I didn't know.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. I didn't know that.
That's pretty good.
Hugh Jackman knew who they were, so.
Yeah, we were talked about Mario and Rabbids.
hmm
Yeah. I felt like there's something else.
I mean, God of
Game.
War for me, obviously, like God of War looked great.
Definitely,
Still,
like, Forgetting Frogs Smashers. I don't know why you haven't said it yet.
What's that?
I said Forgetting Frog Smashers. I don't know why you haven't said it yet.
Well, it was implied.
Yeah.
Implication.
Dragon Ball
What?
Z looked good.
If that game they
God
were
of War looked
playing
amazing.
on that Devolver thing where it kept switching from like really odd, obscure classic game to obscure classic
Yeah.
game, if that was real, I'm in. I don't think it's real,
It
but-
might be. It might be
What was
real. They just can't sell it for money.
What is it?
So I don't know.
Well,
But I don't know.
yeah, that looked hot. It just looked insane. So
I don't remember that one. That must have been when I fell asleep.
yeah, we could hear you
Yeah,
sleeping.
It was right before they
I'm
switched
sure
to
you can hear me
that
sleeping.
hotline. I think it was right before they switched to that Hotline Miami like level generator thing or whatever.
Yeah, that was so boring to watch. What the hell?
They were pretty bad.
The
at it.
that Toe Jam and Earl game I was okay with. I'd play that Toe Jam and Earl game.
Yeah. Try that out. I forgot.
Back in the
It's, Adult Swim Games is publishing that, yeah.
Yeah, there, sure.
They were showing it, yeah.
Friend of the
They were
show,
showing it.
Chris Johnston.
Is he a friend?
Maybe.
He's your friend, I guess, probably.
Like the running back, Chris Johnson. Is that what you're saying?
No, Johnston.
Johnston.
Oh,
It's pretty much the same guy.
okay.
It's real
It
close. One's white, one's black. Same thing.
They're both people, yeah.
Yeah.
I guess that's it.
Yeah, I mean, are we doing the prototype one? Because I mean, I definitely
Yeah, I
put
was
it on
gonna
there.
say, you wrote it down another category, and I wrote
I
down
did have-
answers.
I did
I
have a
didn't-
category with an answer.
I didn't actually give an answer for that one or write it down on my paper.
I did write it down.
I wrote down one that I think actually does apply.
Oh wow, I do. I mean, sure, mine
Oh.
kind of does.
Okay, well, sure, I got one. We probably all have we all have the same one, probably.
Okay, well, why don't you
I
go
have
first?
two.
Why don't you go first, then, Ralph?
Crackdown 3 looks just like Prototype.
That's
Got
not
it.
what I was thinking you were gonna say.
Pretty good. Mine is a game where you absorb people and that is Kirby. Kirby looks a lot like Prototype to me.
You know, you guys are all wrong because it's Spider-Man.
Smashers?
That is, Spider-Man is the most Prototype-looking game.
You're right.
Okay.
It is.
And then I had Frog Smashers.
Game of the century, Frog Smashers.
Yeah.
Ryan, I want you to email the guy from Frog Smashers, and I want you to tell him to listen to this podcast where
I don't even know if they ever say who made that game. Did they ever say who made Frog Smashers?
I don't know, but it's on itch.io. I looked it up. Just email that guy and get his just tell him to listen to the show or get a free download of the game.
Okay, I'll see if he can get me in touch with King Griffey Jr.
There you go.
So
Baseball is something that you need, so I get it.
yeah, he can sign my copy of King Griffey Jr.'s baseball.
That's a good call.
Just imagine that game with all frogs.
I think that's what I did imagine it as when I was playing it as a kid.
Okay.
This
Yeah,
kid
okay.
this kid really misses you guys because she's been down here 4 times now.
Just hanging out.
Yep, she won't leave. She just keeps walking down quietly, not doing anything.
Why is she still awake?
I mean, my children go to sleep when they go to sleep. Don't worry about that.
It's the summer. It's party time.
Okay. Yeah.
It's yeah. Party on, Wayne. Party on.
How old is she? Like 5, 4,
I mean,
3?
She's 3, but that's close.
2, 1?
Olivia's just turned 3. Jolene is 5.
She's gonna turn 4 when Metroid Prime 4 comes out.
She will turn 4 prior to Metroid Prime coming out. Yes, possibly 5 if it takes too long. But yes, we calculated it up.
It'll probably come out next year. I'll probably be completely wrong.
You will be wrong. We calculated up, and next year after September we will have a 7-year-old, a 4-year-old, and a 1-year-old in this household.
It's gonna be a great time.
And we'll both be 30 next year. It's gonna be a weird time in my life.
Yeah,
Turn it-
30, man.
30 with 3. Hold on.
Can't
30 with 3 kids is different than 30. All right.
I don't know. I think that's what my parents were doing. I think they had 3 kids by the time they were both 30.
Yeah.
Get a hold of your parents and find out how they did it.
I don't think I want to ask that question.
Just call her.
Olivia
Call
knows. Olivia wants to know. Look at her. She's ready to find out what the deal
She
is.
almost found out when she was watching Outlast Whistleblower.
Oh
Yeah,
no.
she did.
We should show up the show.
Some
If we're
other
gonna talk about that.
some other kind
Kids.
of whistleblowing was going to happen, I think.
How he needed a hold to put his seed.
Oh,
That's what
man.
he told me. That is what he told me.
Weird thing to name.
So yeah, that Pokemon game for Switch is also coming out next year, according to Nintendo. So it's
And
going
Yoshi
from napkin
and
to
Kirby.
your console in a year and a half. You're welcome.
You think they're going to drop
for
the
that.
price of the Switch at all next year? Or you think it's still going to be?
I'm probably gonna raise it so the Wii U looks
Yeah.
cheaper. 'Cause
Oh,
they're still holding
man.
out for people to buy that. I got nothing.
Buy a refurbished copy of it.
Yeah. No, I don't know. They'll probably have a bundle, and that'll be their price drop equivalent, if you will.
Yeah, I mean they could bundle Mario for the holiday.
Yeah, I bet they bundle Breath of the Wild at some point also. Maybe not this holiday, but hell, I don't know. I really got nothing else.
I think that's it. I don't have much else for you either.
I just know I'm getting tired, so that's about all I can do.
That's when you know it's. I mean, it is almost 11 o'clock, so we have done a pretty long show.
That's what
Yeah,
happens with E3.
It's one of our. If there's ever a time that we do long shows, that is E3. I think we did that one time at your place with your mom's cat. I think that was like a 4-hour show.
probably.
Yeah.
Yep, that cat would not leave us alone.
That cat would not
Yeah,
go away.
well, I mean, I can't blame the cat because I think we had some Little Caesars around
Yeah,
too.
I also
so.
I think that was the thing. Also, we should have. Too bad that Little Caesars in town wasn't still open. We could have had that every day you guys were here.
I had Little Caesars 2 days ago.
Did you ever make yourself some loose meat sandwiches?
Nope.
No, haven't made
I
any.
mean,
We had-
Olivia had the hardest time eating that sandwich. I don't know if you.
She doesn't know how to do a lot of eating. She also can't eat a walking taco, which we.
This is all complicated for a 3-year-old.
Walking tacos are pretty messy, aren't they?
We had walking tacos for dinner last night, and she could not figure it out for the life of her.
Well, it's
She
like
just dumped it on
asking
her
her to
plate.
juggle.
Yeah, she just dumped it on her plate and ate it that way, which is fine.
I think it's a smart move. Yeah.
That's nothing walking there. That's a dead
That,
taco.
that was a flat taco. Do you miss Ryan and Ralph? Yeah. Is that why you keep coming down here?
She's like, yeah, I know those names.
Yeah. It's now.
She called us a few different names. Well,
She sure did. Well, yeah. I don't know what their deal was, but that's just the way the nature goes, I suppose.
Fair enough.
Right.
Well, if we got nothing else, I can say we'll do our pre-E3 2018 show next week.
Yeah, something like that.
we'll see that WrestleMania, right? That's what it is, right?
Yeah. Yep. WrestleMania. That'll be happening in April.
SummerSlam, right? That's the next big thing.
SummerSlam, yeah. SummerSlam is in August. The next pay-per-view, however, is the Great Balls of Fire pay-per-view, and that is a week from Sunday.
Great name.
Yeah.
Yep. Featuring Samoa Joe taking on Brock Lesnar.
Is it BALLS or did they
I wish it wasn't, but it is BALLS instead of BAWLZ.
Great way to spell it.
You know, anything. I went on this tangent earlier with Ralph of just changing everything with the letter S in it to the letter Z.
I mean, they could have went BAWLZ too.
Yeah. Or like that energy drink.
Well, if it was BAWWELS or Z.
I don't think anybody would know
Balls.
that.
Balls. Yeah, I'm down. I'm
It's
in.
right there in there.
I mean, listen, they're shameless self-promoters. Why wouldn't they do that?
Yeah, I'd do it. I'm going to do it.
You should. I hope you do it. Do it live. Fuck it. Do it live.
We're live. Well, I guess that's the end of the beginning of the end of us,
Until the beginning of next time.
which is not this time. Have a great night.
Goodbye.
See you later.
Level up.
Level yourself up.
Level it up.
Bye. Bye,
Goodbye,
Olivia.
Olivia. Goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye.